Good evening and welcome to SA Soccer, the Bracketology Show 5A with the 50/50 podcast. My name is Harry. I will be guiding this ship. What direction? We do not know. I'll be making some critiques here. My opening statement is the kids are in the house. They're 16-year-old, so you may or may not hear them. We'll just leave it at that. And big news out of USL, just reported by Paul Torino on The Athletic. They approved Pro Rel this in the owners meeting here. So a professional Pro Rel team or league is coming to the United States, but we're not here for that. That'll be on Saturday or Sunday, probably when we discuss SAFC and USL. We'll start with Steve. Poor choice in Jersey again, but welcome.
Yep. Thank you. It's good to be back after 3+ hours last night. Got some rest, got to work, and ready to rock and roll for classification 5A. So looking forward to tonight. Thanks for having me.
Rafa, you're in the hotel again. Same room, looks like here. You didn't put up any Club America stuff, which is kind of shocking, or Real Madrid, but welcome.
Or Laredo Heat.
Oh, here it comes already.
Just kidding. Doing good here, ready for another maybe 3-hour show. We'll see. Maybe we'll break the record. Looking forward to this. Like I said, this is going to be a very interesting bracketology. I think there's the key.
How many fights? That's the question. Coach, you're going to be out a couple of sections, or at least one section, maybe two, depending on how well we want to fight you on it.
Right.
Welcome. Like I said here, I know you got some news that you want to share.
Yeah, absolutely. First of all, great to be with all of you. Thank you for joining us tonight, gentlemen. Let's see if we can break the 312 record, right? According to Steve, like under, not over. But
it's going over. I'm not going to sugarcoat it, dude.
I did, yeah. I'll jump into that after this statement. But first and foremost, I wanted to lead with not wanting to. Obviously, we're here for a great cause, for a great reason. Did not want to kill the buzz, did not want to kill the vibe, but something that's very much on my mind, and I wanted to share. And I felt as a great just moment of tribute, the right thing to do. Got the word immediately after training day, coming off the field, coming off the pitch, got the word from a good friend of mine and a coach that I respect dearly, who's been on the 50/50 podcast quite a bit, and Coach Michael Strong of Bernie, the boys soccer coach for Bernie Greyhounds, informs me that a longtime friend of the show, his dad, Mr. Tom Strong, passed away. And it just caught me off guard. And if you know anything about the show, if you know anything about me, I've mentioned Tom Strong regularly on our show in terms of just the work that he's done. He was a contributing member of the 50/50 podcast. So, and in my time getting to know Coach Strong, Michael Strong, I got to befriend his dad. His dad kind of turned around, became a big fan of the show, and I loved it. Him, his entire family, the entire Strong family. But so I got to befriend Dad a good bit, and had a lot of good conversations with him. And I'm struggling a little bit. I had that conversation, had that phone call with Coach Strong, and I just wanted to share that. Him and his entire family is in my, in our thoughts and our prayers. But we in his honor, and Coach Strong, Mr. Tom Strong's honor, we wanted to dedicate this show to him tonight. As luck would have it, it's the show that that we will discuss his son's team as well in the Bernie Greyhounds. So, Coach Strong, with your family, love you. Let me know if you need anything whatsoever. And if you'll join me for a second, just kind of wanted to have a quick moment of silence before we transition over to the show. Thank you. Harry, all yours, brother.
Harry's on mute.
Already in the show on mute, and didn't even make it 45 minutes tonight.
Hey, that was some of that had to do with me. So yeah. So
Still on me. But we're gonna start with 5A. It's gonna go the same formation as we did last night. I figure probably about 45 minutes to an hour, probably for for around or probably around 30 to 45 minutes for each section. So 5A D1, 5A D2, and then 5A D1 for the boys, and then 5A D2 for the boys as well here. So just to kind of set the expectation, we have the Dragons in the house, so it'll probably be a little bit of a wait. But you have ladies coming in actually both rounds, both of the D1 teams. So we will see how it goes. So let's get started. And as always, evening, Chris. As always, like I said here, I caught a couple errors through here. Day 2, just work doing this long show. So if there is an error, apologize. Don't mean to slight anybody, but Steve whipped me up and said get it fixed. So I got it fixed before the show. Yeah. So thank you, Steve, for that here. So first one off the bat. Go ahead.
One little precursor here is just thank you for joining us. Make sure, grab somebody, tell them to come get on. This is in our 5 years doing this, our 5th one. This might be the absolute best 5A version or versions that we may have done, right? Absolutely loaded, excited about this one. So, yeah, ready to have some fun. Let's go.
So, El Paso Tigers versus El Paso El Dorado, the Aztecs. I'm assuming we're going El Paso Tigers?
Yeah, Tigers.
Yeah, but very much so on paper, right? The Tigers, El Paso. But they have to come to play. This is a well-coached, well-coached El Dorado squad. So they just, if they can hang around and keep it close, keep it tight, I said El Paso's got to come on ready to go. But yeah, lots of talent. It should be El Paso, the Tigers in this. But like I said, it's expect some sort of a test from El Dorado.
So moving on to the Sandies from Amarillo versus the Abilene Eagles.
Sandies.
So, yeah, Kevin Gomez, we had him on here a couple of days ago, right, from Yellow City Soccer, was huge. This was his team that he was absolutely the biggest on. Yeah, the Sandies out of Amarillo. So, yeah, I think this should set up a very great second-round matchup between Amarillo and El Paso.
The Aledo Bearcats and the North Ridgeland Hills Birdville Hawks.
This will be interesting.
I think this is an even game.
Yeah,
this is gonna be a very even.
How much of this becomes culture, pedigree, experience? The traditional talent level versus a very good Birdville squad.
Yeah, this one I'm leaning towards Birdville. I think.
Are you really?
Teams that I mean, when you have teams like Argyle, Polyville Heritage, Ryan, Grapevine, you have to come to play in that district.
Yeah. Now you're not leaning towards them because of yesterday's Ricebird kind of saga, right? You're right.
We're not barbecuing any hogs.
Okay,
maybe in the show again.
Putting that out there. Just putting that out there. Gotcha. Okay.
So I'm leaning towards Aledo, and I'll tell you why. Just due to the fact that the District 5 last year swept District 6. I know this is a new year, but some of the scores that I see, were pretty high margin. So like for instance, Aledo won 7-0 over Everman last year in the first round, and Azel got a victory. So just based upon that, and not only that, but Aledo is a one of those schools that's kind of been around. We see their name quite often. So I'm going to Alito.
Yeah,
they do have one
puts coach in the hot seat.
They do have one mutual team that they face, and that's that. Burville basically blew out that. Alito just got by that.
Past who? Who was it?
Denton.
Denton Broncos.
Yeah, I don't
Who made
know.
the playoffs too?
Yeah, it seems like every time I go Alito, like it backfires. So I don't know. So I want to go Alito. I'm going to go Alito as well with Steve. But yeah, which means it's probably Birdville. But yeah, let's I'll tough one. I think this is going to be a great first round match.
Yeah.
Fort Worth Pashaw Panthers versus Cleburne Yellow Jackets.
Another little sneaky good one.
Yeah.
I like Pascal on this. I think they're gelling very well. They're going into the postseason playing very strong, and they got a great chemistry, culture, vibe about them as well. Sneaky good though. Sneaky good in Cleburne. I think it's going to be a good first round match. A couple of good ones.
Yeah, I'm going to go opposite. I'm going to go Cleburne, just due to the fact that District 8 did have a 3-1, 3 victories last year over District 7, that's a pretty tough district, District 8. Yeah. So I'm going to go Cleburne.
Yeah, I'm going to go with Cleburne.
So Fort Worth, nobody's hanging with coach tonight. The El Paso America's Trailblazers versus the El Paso Chapin Huskies. Another juicy match.
I'm going to go Chapin in this. Yeah.
We'll go Chapin as well.
Good old buddy Scott's Wichita Falls, the Legacy Leopards versus Amarillo Tascosa Rebels.
That's a good one.
Yeah. I think knowing what they've built, the trajectory that they're on, the program there with their Coach Sutton Sharp. I forget. I'm drawing a blank here on his name. Very well coached squad. I lean Tascosa here.
Yeah, that's where I was going to go as well. Tascosa. Now is just a question on Wichita Falls Legacy. Is that a new school or no?
Yeah,
this is the old combined.
Yeah, because they had 3 schools and they made 2 schools Legacy.
So there's no longer a Ryder, right? Wichita Falls Ryder.
No, there's no more Wichita Falls High, Ryder, or Hershey.
Oh wow, okay.
So that's Legacy Memorial.
Moving on to Colleyville Heritage versus Granbury Pirates.
Colleyville.
Yeah, they were the defending Region 1 champs from last year.
Burleson Centennial Spartans versus Fort Worth Arlington Heights Yellow Jackets.
Ooh, that's a good matchup.
It's an RPI special here.
Yeah, Burleson. Yeah, they've been one of those teams to watch.
Yeah, I got the Spartans.
Yeah, I agree.
So, which sets up a juicy area matchup.
Yeah, we're going to see some great second round matchups here.
Yeah, already.
So, speaking of good ones to start, El Paso Tigers versus Amarillo Sandies.
Wow. Dang.
I'll let you two go first.
You sure?
I'd rather be the
tiebreaker.
Tiebreaker. This is gonna be an epic. I think El Paso has to play I'd say a perfect game, but a game that they can have to be. I think the lost last year. I think they could have gone further last year, but just fizzled out there. But I'm leaning Amarillo. I think this is a team that really
one for the Sandies.
Yeah, I think I'm with. I'm actually with Rafa on this. Amarillo has gotten deep into the tournament the last 2 years, so they kind of know what it takes. I know El Paso did get to the second round, but they did fall to Lubbock Coronado. That being said, Amarillo has really. I mean, they got to bring their A+ game to get through this round. So this one I see overtime, penalty kicks, something like that. But I do have the Sandies sliding by to the regional semifinal.
Yeah, I agree. I think the winner of this one could catch some serious steam and set up to go on a run here. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Aledo Bearcats and Claiborne Yellow Jackets.
Good
And it was
match.
split on Aledo and North Richland Hills. So
Yeah. I'm gonna lean with I'm gonna go with Aledo.
Yeah, I still, it's tough for me to go against them.
El Paso Chapin Huskies versus Amarillo Tascosa Rebels.
Oh man,
What
toss
do you
up.
guys think?
This might be a closer game than normally it would be in the past. I think Chapin's really kind of built something there. I know they're finished runner up in the district, but they can I think they can hang. I think this one goes overtime. I think Chapin pulls off a little minor here.
So Chapin's got eliminated the last 2 years by Amarillo. I know this is Amarillo Tascosa. I'm gonna go. So I'm gonna go with Tascosa again, or not again, but Amarillo over Chapin.
Yeah. I think. Yeah. I don't know. I kind of. Oh man.
Going against your hometown, buddy?
I feel like it's tough to ignore. Yeah, I mean, you look at the hit or miss, right, with the Panhandle sometimes in recent what Steve was just talking about, and it's a very good, very well coached Amarillo Tasco, and taking nothing away from Chapin, obviously. But I don't know. I just got a funny feeling about Chapin. I'll go Chapin. Yeah.
And then Colleyville Heritage and Burleson Centennial.
Yeah. Wow. So can the recently quote unquote upstart take on the just tradition? Colleyville Heritage is just always there, man. Just so consistent. They're very synonymous with going 3-4 rounds deep, 5 rounds deep consistently. I don't know.
Yeah. So Centennial has been ousted in the area round the last 2 years, and we know the history and pedigree that Colleyville has. So I'm gonna go with the trend Heritage for me.
So does that experience, right, with the seniors part of this group, does that experience help them get over the hump there in Burleson in Centennial?
Ken Murphy put a little comment there. He said that Centennial played many times this season, including a 5-0 defeat of the Athletics.
I don't know, man.
But if you look at what Colleyville has done, like I said, the experience, the tradition, I guess you can say.
Right.
Centennial hasn't established that yet. It's gonna get there because, like I said, they're a program on the rise. It's some noise, but are they willing to take that next step? Can they take that next step and beat a powerhouse? To get to where to a regional semifinal.
Well, and that's the question, right? Is it in there? How much the psychological piece of the fact that they're not going to be afraid per se, but are they? Can they get past them?
I'm gonna give the edge to Colleyville. I think that it'll be a close game, but Colleyville finds a way.
Too. So, based on what you guys are saying, Amarillo, Sandies, and Aledo. So I'm assuming Amarillo.
Yeah, Amarillo for me.
Yeah, and a big shout out to Ken Murphy. Ken, thank you for joining us. And he said he's going to actually be shooting that game, that Colleyville Heritage Burleson Centennial match. So yeah,
Nice.
you'll have to give us a direct report on that one, Ken.
And then Ho Buddies, Nerfic, going to be a great matchup either way. And then so there.
I think he's talking
And
about
then-
the first round matchup. Sorry.
Yeah.
So,
And then Chapin and Colleyville Heritage.
Heritage. Yeah.
just tough
So
to go.
then
Both of
who
these
goes to state? Sandies or Panthers? Amarillo or Colleyville?
Oof.
This is the test right here. This is what 806 is talking about. This their year to finally break through, knock off the Dallas team, get to the 16th.
So Yellow City Soccer, he put his belief in Amarillo, which coach has already said. So from somebody that's in the area, he thinks that that's the best. What, Panhandle Amarillo is part of the Panhandle, I think.
Correct.
As a non-Texan, I don't know if you count on or not count it. Or non-native Texan, I guess I should say. Been here
I'm
20-some
gonna
years.
I'm gonna go Colleyville to get through.
Pull up. Yeah, I think same thing. I think Harry, cue up the non-copyright version of Boys to Men, End of the Road. I think a great run, man. I think there was this, regardless, it would be a great run for the Sandies. But yeah, Colleyville Heritage is just one of those. It's a prove it, right? It's a you got to prove it. You got to take it from them. So yeah, I agree. And I forgot to say cheers, by the way. So got the energy drink for the show.
I got mine too. I went the mega one.
Oh wow! I thought you don't get to that one till 6 but you're mid-season form.
I got one for tomorrow. There were 2 for 7. I was like, all right.
You're post-season form. I should say.
Oh shoot.
On the
Gotta go
show.
back. Prosper Walnut Grove Wildcats 18-1-1, 12-1-1. Mount Pleasant Tigers 12-4-3, 10-1-5. So I'm gonna start out with the tough one right off the bat.
RPI
Yeah.
special here.
And these
Yeah.
districts split last year, but Walnut Grove is one of the teams that did advance over District 9 over the Colony last year. So yeah, give me Prosper.
Yeah, Walnut Grove. They've been a consistent all
They kept winning, but somehow Rafa kicked them out of the top 15 in the RPI. I don't know.
They did have a bad loss, so
Yeah.
they're bad, but they're still.
Who was their draw to? Do you recall?
They don't get the Real Madrid treatment where Rafa just makes a bunch of excuses if that's a draw or a loss.
They let me see. I'm checking theirs. So they
We can move
drew.
on, Harry. I was just curious because I know we had discussed. I couldn't remember who
So-
their
So they lost to Lovejoy and they tied Lovejoy, which Lovejoy was on also on my power rankings too.
something to keep in mind. Yeah.
So Frisco Lebanon Trail Blazers and Frisco Reedy Lions. And I don't know why I have Trail, but I will
This
fix
is
that
a-
on the sheet.
Lebanon Trail Blazers, I guess.
Yeah, that's
They're really trailing. The
I'm gonna go
Push.
Reedy.
this is a push, man. Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, we go Reedy.
Reedy's like a little sneaky team, because I know they kind of with Kukui and also with Highland Park, because in Highland Park their district.
Mhm.
They did face each other on January the 16th. They tied
They tied what?
The draw.
0. They had a draw 0-0.
0.
And I think it's going to depend who's been playing the best. And Reedy's actually, since they lost to the Colony, they beat Lone Star, they beat Carneston Newman, they beat Turner, but they did have a 3-1 loss to Highland Park. So, but Lebanon Trail, like I said, they finished second in their district. They have not lost since February 22nd.
Yeah. And I think
So,
Reedy is the more known here, right? More known commodity, but I don't know. I'm gonna go Lebanon.
I think Lebanon gets this one. Will be a close one, but they'll get this one.
Dallas White Longhorns versus Dallas Adams Cougars.
We didn't get no Brian, Harry? No Brian Adams? Man.
It is not listed that way on the UIL attendance sheet, so no.
Gotta list the Brian, man.
Or the Adams from Revenge of the Nerds.
But yes, it is Brian Adams, 100%. I did see that, but and then I'm more impressed with the Longhorns for Dallas. Pretty impressive how they broken it up.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
I think I'll go this one, Dallas White.
Yeah, I'm gonna go White Longhorns.
Okay.
So, Quo Buddy Nerfic said Reedy has no offense threat. LT gets that that one.
All right. Well, they picked, so I'll keep comments to myself because everything I do it for you guys. So
you said you went with White.
What's that? Rafa got that. What's that?
Yeah, I got that.
you guys went with White.
White, yeah.
Oh, Brian Adams.
Midlothian Panthers and Colleen Chaparral Bobcats.
This is not going to be pretty.
This is a team on a mission, man. This is a team on a serious. I would not want to see them on my bracket. So
that's like the South Carolina Gamecocks. They're on a mission. Those girls, because they got the overall number 2 seed.
Yeah.
Hallsville Bobcats and McKinney North Bulldogs. I do like the Texas McKinney North there.
Interesting.
14-1-6 and 10-1-5 versus 11-7 and 8-4. Although that Bobcat looks kind of mean.
A little scary.
This is an East Texas versus Dallas matchup.
Yeah.
I'm leaning McKinney North.
I am too.
Yeah, same here.
I think it's just strength of the opponents. They have to see week in and week out to week, right?
That gets them prepared.
Yeah.
Another powerhouse.
Yeah.
Against a Frisco school.
Mm-hmm. Dallas Highland Park versus Frisco Heritage Coyotes.
Highland Park.
16-3-2, 11-1-2 versus 9-7-2, 7-5-2.
HP.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I do like their Scott as well. North Dallas Mesquite and Purple Bison from Dallas Sunset.
No, this is interesting.
I think North Mesquite.
Yeah, that's where I'm leaning to. North Mesquite.
Yeah.
And then Lake Belton Broncos, always go Broncos, versus Red Oak Hawks.
Go with the Red Oak Hawks.
Kind of a quiet Red Oak squad, just surprising. They're solid. They're good, yeah.
Yeah. This is a tough region. Man, these are going to be tough matchups again.
This is how it is. I don't know if there's an easy. I don't know if there's an easy region.
No.
That's why we went with the Ancelotti backdrop.
Yeah.
Walnut Grove and Frisco Lebanon Trailblazers.
Yeah, Walnut Grove here.
Yeah.
Dallas White, Midlothian. You guys have already said Midlothian.
Midlothian. Yep.
Ooh.
Well, any hesitation? I know you guys said, but
no.
Highland Park.
Highland Park. Yeah, they're
Highland Park.
Cream of the crop.
Red Oaks and North Mesquite Stallions.
Red Oak.
Red Oak.
That one could be interesting of the 4 area. That could be an interesting one. But yeah, I like Red Oak.
Walnut Grove or Midlothian?
Ooh, this is gonna be this is probably gonna be one of the best games in Dallas. That will come out.
Well, if not the other one too, shoot.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna go against an Austin guest squad. I like Midlothian here.
Yeah, I'll second that.
it'll be
At
a
least
tight
not
game.
yet.
We'll go
At
with
least not.
Midlothian.
I think all roads on this, I think, should point to Midlothian and Highland Park.
Highland Park.
Apart.
Walnut Grove will obviously have something to say about that.
So we'll Red Oak, but Midlothian and High Park
I'm gonna go.
to face Colleyville and States.
I'm gonna go Midlothian.
It's one.
Rafa, I'll be the tiebreaker. What do you got?
So he said HP and PKs faced them 2 times this year and have some talent across the board.
I'm Highland Park is like down from 6A to 5A, but something about Midlothian this year, they've been really so I'm gonna lean towards Midlothian after they get back to
Yeah, it's gonna be phenomenal. There's some multiple phenomenal matchups in this region. Yeah, but I feel like both
Murphy, another one for Highland Park.
Both of their districts though will prepare. I feel will have them and the roads that they've been on, and the this is where the depth starts to show, right? I think this game could come down to that, right? Depth. So
But both teams would have both of these are quality
Right.
teams, dude.
right, that's what I mean. It's just
Okay.
that's what I think. There's so little separation in these two.
Alrighty, so then move this back to this. Region 3,
Whew.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
starting off with the easy one here. College Station A&M Consolidated versus Humboldt Kingwood Park. The
It's like a
Panthers.
round 3 matchup here.
So dare I say A&M Consolidated is in Region 3 is what maybe Midlothian is in Region 2, right? Just, I mean, and a squad just looks like they're on an absolute mission, just separated from everyone else. Question comes down to is maybe like some of these other squads is like they've been winning. I'm not going to always say just comfortably, but handling, when was the last time they were tested? How will they respond when they finally see some sort of adversity here? It could be in the first round, could be 3 rounds in, but I mean, this round here, I like A&M Consolidated.
And I do like that they get a tough matchup in the first round for them to kind of challenge themselves and push them. Sometimes if you got a 5-6-7-0 win in the first round,
Right.
it kind of it's not the way you really want to start the tournament off. You really want some sort of challenge. That being said, blood pressure is probably a little bit easier, lower when with the 6-7-0 win. But yeah, no, I think they're going to get through comfortably through this. But we'll probably get pushed in the first half but finish it off. College Station, A&M Consolidated.
Fun fact about College Station: they've only allowed 3 goals.
Wow.
3 goals. Wow.
Yeah.
Baytown Sterling, the Raiders versus Angleton Wildcats.
I think they're roster. I think they're Rangers, Harry, but just FYI.
Rangers.
Yeah. This is the Brian Heyman school. Coach Heyman coaches for the boys.
Yeah, they are Rangers. Okay.
So, but I think we're going to see this. I think this is one of those double headers where I believe the boys matchup is the same.
Yeah, I'll lean to Baytown Sterling.
Yeah, Sterling.
Competitive game, but still at the
And then Springwood versus Kempner. Fort Bend Kempner, the Cougars versus Houston Springwood.
Springwoods for me.
Yeah.
Then Pflugerville Hendrick Cox versus Bastrop Cedar Creek Eagles.
Hendrickson.
Crosby Cougars and College Station Cougars. So the battle of the Cougars.
Sneaky team here to keep an eye on in terms of that could play a role as potential bracket buster in here somewhere is depending upon the matchup. Crosby. I like Crosby.
Oh, I thought you were going to say College Station was sneaky, but well, just they're in a tough district as well. So, but yeah, no, I'm going to go Crosby as well.
Friendswood Mustangs versus Beaumont West Brook Bruins.
Friendswood.
They have the tradition.
Big time.
They're one of the
OGs.
Victoria East versus Houston Millbury Buffs.
Victoria East.
Yeah.
And Austin Anderson versus Georgetown Eagles.
Yeah. Dang.
So, kind of note, because the result doesn't really matter, but Austin Anderson, good source. Austin Anderson scrimmage or warm-up game, tune-up game today versus Dripping Springs and fared very well. Heard it was a really good contest. So take that for what it's worth in this one. This is – I wish we could see this for like 3 or 4 rounds, but yeah, I am going to lean here, slight edge here. I'm going to go the senior late squad. I'm going to go – I like Anderson here.
I'm going to go Georgetown.
Rafa?
I think this is their up. Had it been last year, Georgetown probably would have.
Yeah.
I think this is their opportunity to win. I'm not saying Georgetown is like slouch. They're gonna give them. This is gonna be
a
very difficult game, but Austin Anderson finds the win away.
Yeah, that coming down, it's kind of one of those kind of similar to what we saw here in the San Antonio area with Jay, right? Coming down from 6A to 5A. And
So A&M consolidation, the Tigers versus the Rangers from Baytown Sterling.
consolidated.
Consolidated, yeah.
Houston Springwoods versus Pflugerville Hendrickson.
Hey.
Yeah.
So Hendrickson won the region last year. And, Springwoods, let's see.
And a lot of those Hendrickson matches, those losses, were testing themselves out of in tournaments too, though.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give the edge on this one. I'll give the edge to I think Pflugerville.
Pflugerville.
Yeah, I think so too.
Crosby and Friendswood.
Yeah.
Bracket buster?
Yeah.
Maybe. Maybe.
I think so. I'm gonna go Crosby. Friendswood, we just said that they're kind of like the OG, but they really haven't made too much of a run as of late. I know last year they did get to the 3rd round, that being said, but last 2 years, but usually we were kind of used to them getting deep. They did face each other actually in the first round last year. 2-1 Friendswood got through, but I'm gonna go Crosby this year.
That's two for he went with Crosby, right?
Crosby. Yeah, I'm going with Friendswood.
Oh, you're going Friendswood?
I think some of the team. I think they played a little tougher schedule early on, and they beat some quality teams. But the thing is, it's the tradition of Friendswood.
Yeah.
And they're the staple of Region 3 for girls.
Mm-hmm.
That makes
So
sense.
until Crosby can prove it, but I'm gonna go with.
Yeah. Man. My heart wants to go Crosby, man, but I'm gonna say This is one where nothing against Friendswood, but obviously my soccer brain says pick Friendswood. I'm gonna go Friendswood, but yeah, it would be cool to see Crosby. Every now and then, seeing a bracket buster is cool to watch in terms of what is awesome
Well,
for that.
Because it's gonna happen.
For that
correct. There will be bracket busters.
Correct.
Saw one
Correct.
Jenny last year.
Yeah. But yeah, I just I kind of lean. It comes down to I lean what Rafa was saying in terms of just that pedigree and the schedule they played, taking nothing away from Crosby because I'd love to see them in the next round. But yeah, Friendswood.
Then Victoria East and Austin Anderson.
Anderson.
Dude, look at these matchups. So something to think about here with Hendrickson, right? Those 6 losses. So they had some of their non-district loss. They had non-district losses to Hebron, South Lake Carroll, Prosper, all consecutively, as well as a 1-0 loss to Walnut Grove. Beat Smithson Valley 3-1 and tied with Leander Rouse 1-1.
Rouse.
Yeah.
So you look at that body of work, right? And in terms of just the experience, like, is that enough to topple just?
Well, and not only that, they are like I mentioned earlier, they're the Region 3 champion. Hendrickson.
Earlier, you guys said College Station. Oh, good.
And College Station did beat Highland Park, and they did beat Rouse. Beat a good Raffles team. Basically destroyed Bullard.
You say you mean Consolidated or College Station? Did you because you said College Station? You talking about Consolidated?
And they beat Highland Park 1-0.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Consolidated for me.
Well, you guys compared them to Midlothian, right? At the start of this
Region 3, they could that team that's really been just
bulldozing
through everything on a mission. Yeah, I'm going to say Consolidated.
All right. Then the bottom half, Friendswood or Austin Anderson?
Almost identical records here. I'm going to go Anderson.
I like if there's a team that can probably definitely handle Friendswood when you talk about everything, what they're about, what they've done, could be their year. 2 teams that just maybe I see collision course here, collision path, whatever you want to call it, Consolidated and Anderson.
So that's 2 for Anderson.
I'll go with Anderson.
So who joins Midlothian and Colleyville? College Station A&M Consolidated or Austin Anderson? Going Tigers or Trojans?
I'm going to go Tigers.
That's one.
I'm going with Tigers. This is going to be a great game. I think A&M Consolidated just might be good.
Man, that's
Anderson's only losses, both have been back in January in back-to-back days versus Lake Travis and 6A Lake Travis and Lothian Heritage. So neither at this point, if they meet, this comes to fruition, right? One team will be undefeated and the other team will have not lost in 2.5 months.
So is that 2 for
So what do we,
consolidation?
What did you guys go?
I'll pick A&M Consolidated.
Yeah, A&M Consolidated.
All right, so we got it. All right. Now to the easy bracket, right? The 4A side here. Nothing to see here. Leander Rouse and New Braunfels.
I'm going to go Rouse.
Tough. Yeah, that's tough.
And then are we going to upset our half
keep
of our
in
audience?
mind, this is Rouse is extremely tough, taking nothing away from them. This is a New Braunfels squad, though, that is really firing on all cylinders right now, right? Very hot. I think winners of 5 of their last 6 as well.
Yeah.
Just to
In a tough
get in,
district.
just to
In
get in.
the District of Death, or what do y'all call it?
Yeah.
Grupo de la Muerte.
Yep.
So interesting matchup.
Highlands or Southwest? I'm assuming Southwest.
Southwest.
Gotta keep Chief happy. Flower Bluff or Laredo Nixon?
Flower Bluff.
Our bluff.
McAllen or Donna North?
McAllen.
Interesting. Yeah.
This one, Smithson Valley or Buddha Hayes Hawks?
Smithson Valley.
John Jay, go Mustangs versus Seguin.
J Mustangs.
Mr. Objectivity here.
We'll have to get Harry to step out of the room for this pick.
La Jolla Palmview versus Corpus Christi Vets Memorial.
Ooh.
This could be a.
Where is this game being played? Kind of curious.
I think RGV Sports had it on.
Oh yeah, I have their.
I think they posted it on.
Because if somehow this is in Corpus, right, in the home of, and they're playing with the 12th man, right, which is the Corpus Wind, it could be interesting.
So that game, Palmview is. Yeah, Palmview is at Corpus Christi Veterans. So I'm gonna go with Veterans.
So it's not a Cabinets, but still in Corpus. Yeah, I'm gonna go Corpus.
Yeah.
Veterans Memorial.
Then Harlingen South Hawks versus Edward Vela Sabercat.
My wife's alma mater, Harlingen South.
Not a little bit biased there, are we?
Just a tad.
Hey, Vela gets extra points, man, on the logo.
Yeah.
All right, so this is where it gets interesting. Rouse and Southwest Dragons.
Rouse.
Is it close?
No.
Question is for Hong, right? If Rouse comes to play, it's just, I mean, Rouse is going to be a handful for anybody, not just Southwest, anybody.
Yeah. And they won the region last year as well. I don't know if we've said that yet.
Flower Bluff and McAllen.
McAllen.
McAllen gets a win on that.
Smithson Valley and Jay.
Smithson Valley.
And Betts Memorial out of Corpus versus Harlingen South. Steve is going Harlingen South. We already know. Unless he wants to sleep on
It kind of depends on where it's being played, though.
What do you got enough?
I mean, if they get,
I feel like that. I feel the same way about that Flower Bluff McAllen match, right? Where's it being played? Yeah.
I've seen McAllen play, and they're not as strong as they were years before.
Mm-hmm.
I think they were a young team because, like I said, I think McAllen Memorial.
Yeah,
but
they graduated they graduated a lot of talent last year.
Mm-hmm. So, and that could be, like I said, I think that'd be a close game, but I think McAllen still wins that. Now the veterans one, that's gonna be a tough one for Harlingen South. More than likely, they're probably maybe like in King. Unless they play home and home. They had close. Like I said, they did beat Flower Bluff. Veterans Memorial, they actually split. So this can go either way, but I'm gonna give the edge to Harlingen South. Weak spot.
Okay.
Yeah, Harlingen South.
Just advance them. Steve's got. We gotta thank the families for letting us do this. Leander Rouse and McAllen.
Rouse.
This might be a rematch, right, from last year?
You're right.
'Cause it was-
Yeah, Leander won 3-0.
Felt like, was it a quarterfinal?
Oh, I'm sorry. No, it was
Regional
Leander
semifinal.
Rouse played McAllen Memorial.
Memorial.
Uh,
Okay, yeah.
Leander played McAllen, and that was in the Valley, right?
Yeah.
Brownsville.
Yeah, it couldn't have been in a regional semifinal because all four, I think it was all four of those squads made the out of that district made the regional tournament. Yeah.
Yeah, I've got Rouse.
The other
Then
one,
Smithson Valley or Harlingen
Smithson.
South?
Oh yeah, Smithson Valley. End of the road. Sorry.
And then by how everybody's talking, are we assuming Leander Rouse?
Yeah, it's as much as I such a well coached squad in Smithson Valley with Jason Atkins squad. I think Rouse is a handful, man. I think if this is going to be a game. This is going to be a game without a doubt. I think it's kind of one of those in terms of matchups. But if anybody can test him, stick around. I think with Rouse, I think it's Smithson Valley.
this is actually a rematch. They played each other early in the season. Rouse did win 3-1.
Yeah.
So the second time around, they may be more prepared.
They'll be ready. Yeah, Smithson Valley squad will be. Jason Atkins squad will be ready. Yeah.
Yeah, and these are the last two region champions, by the way. So Rouse winning in 2024 and Smithson Valley in 2023.
So, which gives us state semis of Colleyville Heritage and Midlothian, College Station A&M Consolidation versus Leander Rouse. So we'll do 1 and 2 first.
Okay. I got to add this right for all of our listeners, right? We've been talking about the D1, D2 split, what you like or do not like, right? There's a lot to also not like. I get it. But keep this in mind, right? These state semifinals, the state final will not accompany them, will not follow them the next day, right? Within the next 24 to 36 hours. So I think, how you coach these, the strategy can be a little bit different with these, right? And I think we're in store for some just phenomenal matchups that will also in turn help prep for phenomenal finals here. So just got to remind everybody about that. I know we mentioned it briefly yesterday, but just a reminder.
Well, it's more of a true test because of the fact that you get, a few days to kind of recover.
Yeah, you could potentially get up to a full week between the semifinal and the final.
Right. Yeah. So, yeah. I have no idea.
You said 1 and 2 first, right?
Yeah, 1 and 2. That's how we did it. That's how we did it last night. Is D1 we went 1 and 2 first. D2 we went 3 and 4 first.
I like Midlothian here. I do.
Yeah. I'm going to go Midlothian.
Rafa? Midlothian. And then A&M or Leander Rouse? Are we going Austin or are we going UT or are we going A&M?
What do you guys got?
I'm going to go Rouse. They took Wakeland to penalty kicks shootout last year at state. So I feel like
is Wakeland any good?
are
they?
Actually, they did face each other already once. On January the 17th, A&M consolidated 3. Leander Rouse won.
Yeah. So for me, I don't know. Did you pick already, Steve? Did you?
Yeah. I picked Rouse.
You did go Rouse. Okay.
Yeah.
So what are
I feel so. My take on these, how watching these closely, all the conversations with coaches everywhere, the conversations with them also on the famous or infamous RPI, right? Depending upon how we want to call it. I feel like these two have been on just, again, we talk about collision courses, right? And these would be these two teams that just appear right in A&M Consolidated and Midlothian, just on a different level over the course of just and consistent, right? And that's taking nothing away from obviously the tradition, the history of Colleyville Heritage, and then Rouse is going to be a tough out, man.
So who'd you pick?
Consolidated.
Consolidated. So it's on Rafa now.
Well, no, he already picked.
Oh, he did?
Station.
Oh, did he?
I'm gonna pick it, and I'm consolidated.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he already picked.
Oh, okay. That'll be a great matchup.
Yeah, that's a good matchup.
So it's Rouse, right?
No, he picked A&M consolidated. Yeah, so Rafa.
Well, coach picked A&M or Rouse?
A&M.
Oh, A&M. That's right.
And I was the only one that picked Rouse. So Midlothian and College Station. Again, I have no idea. Oh man. Yeah, I'll go Midlothian here. When in doubt, pick the Dallas team.
Rafa, what do you got?
Yeah, I think College Station is a great year for them. I think they're just going to win into someone that has maybe just a little tad more edge.
Rafa's mic, I think, conveniently always seems to go out when we're picking state finals.
Yes.
So,
Yeah, Midlothian.
you like Midlothian?
Yeah.
I'm with you, man. I'm with you. I really, you talk about the ultimate push, right? This is it right here, coin flip. But the 1988 coin flip, where's it at? Slight edge Midlothian, man. Slight edge. If we end up with this kind of semifinal and state final, though, wow.
And Steve, the reason why I'm not taking your under is because that took about 45 minutes alone, and each one of these is stacked just like that.
Yeah. It'll be another late night.
But at least we're not doing it all in one night. I think we did the full night where we ended up 2 o'clock in the morning, 3 o'clock in the morning.
6 hours and 20 minutes.
Starting 5A Division 2. El Paso Andrés Eagles versus El Paso Hank Knight.
Andrés. I'm going to go Andrés here.
This one doesn't seem as attractive as the others. But so we got to get some. Yeah, Andrés.
Yeah, I go to Andrés.
Monterey Plainsmen versus Abilene Wiley Bulldogs.
This will be a tough one for the.
Yeah. I mean, I think slight edge here, Lubbock. Not by much, but yeah, it's a pretty even match.
Yeah, Monterey.
White Settlement Brewer versus Grapevine Mustangs.
This is
Grapevine.
push too, because
Is that
Grapevine
correct?
has not had a.
Yeah,
No,
I know.
they haven't.
That just does not look right, does it, for Grapevine?
It doesn't, but it would be different if Brewer had a stronger season. But so I'm gonna go with Grapevine here.
Are you talking about their results?
Record.
Yeah,
okay.
I mean, I'm not saying that what you listed is wrong. What I'm saying is just that is
Well,
not.
I was double checking.
No, yeah, you're good. I'm just saying, Grapevine is a traditional,
Correct.
Yeah,
They're
powerhouse.
like,
Yeah.
they're like
And-
Colleyville
and-
Heritage. Yeah, exactly.
If Brewer had a little bit, stronger record, they got a lot of ties there, and if some of those ties were, they got the result on there, then yeah. But yeah, so I'm gonna go Grapevine.
Fort Worth South Hills Scorpions versus Mansville Timberview Wolves.
I go to Timberview.
Timberview for Rafa.
Yeah, Timberview over the Raiders Scorpions.
El Paso de Valle Conquistadors versus Cantulu Eagles. It's a pretty impressive eagle.
So, I'm gonna go with
Okay.
Coach Sazo here all day. Del Valle, her squad. This may very well be on the girls' side, right? Because this is a program with a couple of state titles on the boys' side. This may very well be their very best squad that they've ever produced. So yeah, they look to them to do some damage.
And for those that's keeping track of Open Cup, Furrow is up on Texoma So a amateur team is up on League One team for North Texas. Wichita Falls Memorial, the Mavericks, the Lady Mavs versus Lubbock Cooper Pirates.
Go with the lead.
I'm gonna go Memorial.
Who'd you go, Rafa? Memorial. Argyle versus Chisholm Trail Rangers.
Argyle.
This is a team that you keep on.
Joshua Owls versus Fort Worth Templeton.
Joshua.
Solid Joshua squad. Very good squad.
So El Paso Andress versus Lubbock Monterey Plainsmen.
Monterey.
Yeah.
Grapevine versus Mansville Timberview.
Go Timberview.
Would not shock me somehow if all of a sudden Grapevine gets hot and returns to the former Vols right in the middle of this bracket. I don't even know how could you even, in spite of their record this year, just the not normal season they've had. I don't even know if we could call them bracket busters if it's Grapevine.
I have a feeling Grapevine's gonna win this one. I think they're gonna surprise.
I do too.
I think the brackets, the way that it's aligned, it kind of favors them a bit because they're kind of avoiding some of the kind of the powerhouses early on. So I'm gonna lean with Grapevine.
So that's 1-1.
I'm thinking Grapevine, man. I really am.
So a true bracket buster.
Yeah.
Del Valle or Memorial?
I like Del Valle here. Yeah.
Del Valle. Argyle or Joshua Owls?
Very good game, but
Yeah.
Slight edge here, I think. Toughness of District 2 preparation. Maybe slight edge Argyle. Slight.
One for Argyle.
Let's see here.
yeah, because I had them in my RPI for most of the
Ooh, Argyle, right?
yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Argyle. Give me the RPI. I believe in it still.
The last one.
So you're the one.
All righty. Lubbock Monterey and Grapevine Mustangs.
Let's go Mustangs. Catch
For the-
fire.
For the bad record that they have for them to go 3D upward.
Could they somehow be the Dripping Springs boys of this year?
Mm-hmm.
We've seen it before.
I'm going to say Grapevine.
Yeah, I don't think it's Grapevine.
Argyle or the Valley? Eva past the Valley.
Give me the fighting Stephanie Sazos here, Del Valle, and making a regional final.
Yeah, I'm going to go Conquistadors.
I'm going Argyle.
I gave up on the RPI.
I'm going Argyle. I think they have something special this year. This is their year to kind of really go deep. Like I said, they've been very impressive. They've beaten some good teams. They did beat Salina. I mean, got to give them that. So, I'm going to go with Argyle.
Argyle. Well, after you said that, now I'm kind of... No. that's fine.
And they beat Grapevine twice.
But this is a new and improved Grapevine. So.
Yeah,
that's
caught
correct.
fire. They caught fire in the last 5 minutes.
They might be tough to beat them 3 times. So
They picked up some people in the transfer portal. They're going to be good.
Somebody's watching, Coach. You're being watched. Pressure's on.
All right, what do you guys got here? Regional final.
I'm assuming it's El Paso, right?
Not.
Well, I'm out of this. For me, it's Argyle. Argyle's going to win.
I mean, you're out of this.
I'm
Right or die.
Argyle.
New rules.
I'm riding or die with Argyle.
All right, dude. Hey, it's a wrap, dude. Close the laptop. You're dismissed.
Night time. Mimis. I'm going to go.
Well, if this game would, do you think can El Paso del Valle really get the best of Grapevine?
I mean, if this comes to fruition, dude, there's no tell. I mean, how do you prepare for a Grapevine squad at this point like this? You know what I mean? Because one, their record doesn't tell you anything, right? And they've gotten fire. They've got belief. They've got confidence. You know they have talent, right? You know their the technical ability as well. That's tough, man. It's one thing when you're going up against an opponent with a record right out of the DFW with a record like what Del Valle has, but it's another when you see something totally different, right? And that's not that you're not accustomed to seeing next to Grapevine.
Yeah.
To me, this wouldn't be close, but that's why you guys are the experts.
No, I've seen Grapevine with not a record like this, but I've seen them with a kind of a little bit more mediocre record, and they show up in the playoffs, and they attack and they don't stop. They're just that's just their pedigree, their culture, the way that they play. So
maybe the speed of their game they're accustomed to, like in Dallas.
Here's my issue, though. Normally,
translate into the game, which they haven't seen in a while.
Yeah. Well, one thing to keep in mind, so they will have, they will have seen a high level of talent in Grapevine. That's the mixed bag, right? Some of their losses, right? They lost to Midlothian 5-0. They lost to Birdville twice, right? 4-2 and 4-1,
Mm-hmm.
and then lost to Argyle as Rafa mentioned, and then beat Denton Ryan twice, tied with Colleyville Heritage. So it's kind of all over the place.
But they haven't won 3 games at all year. And you guys have already got them winning 3 games, possibly winning 4 games to make it to state. To me, if we've already picked Grapevine to the regional finals, to me, cue the Boys to Men song up.
It's my line, Harry. You don't take my line.
but you gotta.
I can see that. I can see the argument for that as well. I mean, absolutely. So is this the year where, because now you're kind of out there what do they call it? Unknown waters, untested waters, right? For this Del Valle squad, who, like I said, probably the best that they've ever had, right? With a great coach, a great program.
And they're not in a stacked regional compared to Division I.
Right.
Me and Ross have talked about this, that, for SanAntonio teams, sometimes being in the lesser bracket, as far as without all the powerhouses, can really impact and move you forward.
Yeah.
So, and this would go, I would say the same thing with Argyle. If we're, I think whoever wins between Argyle and Del Valle would be the one to go to state. But I'm not the one picking, so you guys are.
What do you got, Rafa? You got anything?
I'm gonna go with Grapevine.
Yeah. Steve.
I mean,
Argyle or Buzz / Grapevine.
Yeah, Grapevine. I heard it through the Grapevine. Yep.
I thought Steve changed jerseys there for a second. I was going to say, good man. It looked different there for a second when you came back on camera. That's right.
Give me El Paso, Del Valle.
Smart man.
Yeah, I'm going to go. In this case here, I'm going to go with more of the consistency of what we've known, and like I said, what I know they have in Del Valle in terms of just that, like a generational program, a generational team this year. I said I'm going to go with that.
Well, and for me, it's more, will Grapevine actually get through all those rounds to make it to this point? Whereas, I see El Paso Del Valle kind of, already good being here, other than, the tough matchup in the third round versus
that's the tougher half of that region.
Yeah.
That bottom half too.
It's kind of like the almost the regional final there.
Which, as Rafa was saying, that's kind of part of the potential justification of why you could see Grapevine make this kind of sneaky little run. Yeah.
That second round game against Timberview could be the key to this. If Grapevine wins that one, then I can see them making a run.
Well, and then also, does Argyle take a lot out of Del Valle, and then they kind of show up limping to the final.
Well, again, that's the beauty of this new format, though, right? Between the semifinals, the final, all the way to the state final, is they're not next day. Yeah,
that's true. That's true. But yeah, no, give me El Paso Del Valle. Interesting region.
Yeah.
I was going to have to override you guys. I swear to God.
Well, Grapevine just won the region, 2 years ago.
Right.
All right, so
another tough region here.
Oh, yeah.
Lucas Lovejoy versus White House Wildcats.
Well, we got to make up some time here from our last 10-minute discussion of one match. So
I know.
Lovejoy.
Well, you guys were afraid. To make.
Lovejoy.
I was trucking along, but I'm not trying to be the homer either. I'm not trying to be the Herald John Jay special.
Lone Star Rangers or Memorial Warriors?
Did we skip that other one, or did we just automatically?
Somebody said Lovejoy.
Okay. No, I didn't know if we skipped it.
Told me to hurry up, so I'm hurrying up here.
I'm gonna go Lone Star. We got to make up some time here.
Really?
I don't know. Memorial might. That's a great year for them.
Yeah,
it is. It is.
I like Memorial, man.
If Lone Star is vulnerable, it'll be this year. I'm gonna go with.
Who'd you go?
I go.
So 2 for Memorial already. 2 for Memorial.
Or you did? I thought he said Lone Star. Okay.
No, he said Memorial.
Hillcrest or Wilson?
Give me Hillcrest.
Yeah.
Midlothian Heritage or Waco University, the Trojans? Jaguars or Trojans? That's one for Midlothian.
Heritage.
Yeah. I think Heritage. Yeah.
The Jacksonville Fighting Indians and the Anna Coyotes.
Sorry, Anna. I'm going with the Fighting Indians. Jacksonville.
Kind of a surprise, but yeah, Jacksonville.
Wakeland and Centennial.
Tough one.
No, just kidding.
Tough one.
Kukui.
Yeah, Wakeland. They're pretty good at this soccer thing.
Just a little bit. Mesquite Poteet, not the Poteet Strawberry Festival, versus Dallas Millennium Jaguars.
Poteet Pirates.
Yeah.
And then Belton and Kaufman.
Belton.
I think we made up a little time there.
Yeah, we're fine. I mean, that's where it's at, right? When we get into the regional semifinal, regional finals, that's where we're spending the bulk of the time.
Mm-hmm.
Lovejoy or Memorial?
Lovejoy.
Hillcrest or Heritage?
Heritage.
Jacksonville or Frisco
You
Wakeland?
put Hillcrest.
Oh.
Frisco.
That's gonna be a good game there, but it's gonna be Frisco.
Yeah, very good. Yeah.
Mesquite or Belton?
Ooh.
I'm gonna lean Belton here, just in terms of they got a solid solid squad. They're led Ava. It's right. Just the UNT commit. Just they've got that one dynamic player that they can also. Not the only player, but very dynamic player that they kind of work around a lot. Could get hot. Could make a difference in a tournament. I like Belton.
Yeah, give me Belton too.
Then back up to the top, Lovejoy or Midlothian Heritage?
Lovejoy.
Gotta go. Yeah, Lovejoy. It says something though about Heritage being this far after just a few years removed from 4A, right? So they're on the right track.
And then Wakeland or Belton?
Wakeland.
Lovejoy or Wakeland to go play Grapevine or Diwali?
Tasty regional final. Yeah. So if you know me, obviously, if you've been listening to Inside Texas High School Soccer all this season, this was my go-to, most likely to repeat as state champion in Frisco Wakeland. And I said I compared them to potentially the South Lake Carroll of a few years ago. Just that good.
So they actually met in the region semifinal last year with Wakeland winning 4-0 over Lovejoy.
Got to feel this Lovejoy squad this year. I think is a little bit, obviously a little bit more improved, but yeah, I think it's going to be a great final.
So 3-0 instead of 4-0.
Can't go wrong with Coach.
Wouldn't shock me, but at the same time, but it won't be an easy 3-0, even if it was.
Yeah.
And also we forgot to give him a shout out to Coach Kruger on his 350th win.
Yeah, Coach. Yeah, big shout. Thank you, Rafa, for reminding me. Big shout out to Frisco Wakeland coach Jimmy Langford winning recently. What was it? I think about a week and a half ago, won his 350th career win. So, and to do it at a program like that, pretty exceptional. Great guy, class guy.
Yeah.
So we're going Wakeland?
Yeah.
Correct.
Montgomery Lake Creek Lions, Division 2, Region 3. Montgomery Lake Creek Lions and New Caney West Fort Gators.
Lake Creek.
Port Neches Groves, the Indians versus the Texas City Stingeries.
PNG.
Very good PNG squad.
Galena Park Yellow Jackets or Richmond Randall Lions.
Galena Park.
Pflugerville Weiss or Austin Lassa.
Weiss, yeah.
Weiss.
Very good, well coached Weiss squad.
Dayton Broncos versus Montgomery Bears.
I'm leaning Montgomery.
Yeah.
Santa Fe Indians and Mount Bellevue Barbers Hill Eagles.
Barbers Hill.
Yes, Rafa?
Yeah, Barbers Hill.
Victoria West or Houston Waltrip?
Victoria West.
Austin McCallum Knights or Pflugerville Panthers?
I'm going to go McCallum here.
McCallum.
Back up to the top. Montgomery Lake or PNG?
PNG.
PNG.
PNG, yeah.
Galena Park or Pflugerville Weiss?
I like Weiss here.
Go Weiss.
Montgomery Bears or Mount Bellevue? Barbers Hill. And Victoria West or McCallum? Austin McCallum.
McCallum again. I like McCallum.
Yeah, McCallum.
PNG or Pflugerville Weiss?
End of the road, I think, here for Weiss. Just every now and then there's a squad that's really good right in front of you, solid record, have played good competition. They're right in front of you, and you just kind of, it's not that you overlook them, but you're just kind of like, man, why didn't I notice them sooner? I think that's PNG.
So PNG lost in the region semifinal to Pflugerville Hendrickson last year. Yeah, let me go PNG as well.
Barber Hills or McCallum?
One Barber.
I'm gonna go McCallum.
Rafa, did you go Barbers Hill?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I'm gonna go slight edge Barbers Hill here.
So then the state, PNG or Barbers Hill?
So they faced twice and they split. District
What were the scores?
First game Barbers-Hill lost at PNG 1-0, and then they won at home on the March 4th 1-1.
So they split, but they finished. But yeah, Barbers Hill. So they finished same district record. So what was that? Was that a goal differential? Was that what that was?
More likely, I think it was a goal differential.
Wow. That's a good pick to the regional final by us.
Barbers Hill.
Yeah,
I like PNG, man.
Actually, that was the only goal Barbers-Hill allowed.
Dang.
What, really? Holy
Yeah.
cow. Is it a weak district or just
Defense.
they're that good?
So as far as PNG, they allowed 3.
So this is a game that could go PKs pretty easy because both defenses
This
are
is probably
stout.
going. Yeah, this is probably.
Yeah, that.
But
Who knows, man? This is the third time they're seeing each other. Yeah, very, very good possibility.
Aggregate 1-1.
Home and away leg.
So,
Yeah,
I guess the third time. The third time
Barbers
going to go
Hill
to
for me.
PKs. I think PNG.
You think this would be a neutral site game, or you think they'd just flip for home?
Oh,
Yeah, I
yeah.
don't know.
This will be one.
Huh?
This will be one.
That's good. Yeah, I wonder where would they play this? Yeah, that'd be interesting.
Yeah. They probably
So
play like in Beaumont.
Yeah. You guys got to pick, man. Well, this
So
is how
there's
we
one
spend
for
10 minutes.
Blockfield.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
I pick PNG.
Yeah, and you picked PNG as well. I picked Barbers Hill though, but yeah, so PNG, Port Neches Grove advances.
I think that's going to be tough to split. If it comes down to those two, third time playing as tight as they played first 2 times, and the difference between the first and the second seed coming out of that district, both of those, that's tough. Yeah, you're right. Who was that? Rafa, I think that has penalties written all over it.
Yeah, more likely they'll play that game.
Or extra time minimum.
Oh wow!
So here's a nice little tasty match to start. Region 4, Cedar Park and Bernie.
Oh, hold on. Let me go ahead and excuse myself here.
Oh yeah.
So yes, this is the Kano region.
So, all right, guys. I'll see you guys in a little bit.
See you in a few.
Don't go anywhere. Thanks to our listeners. We're over 1,000 strong listeners. So thank you. Keep it up. Appreciate you guys. See you in a bit.
So Harry's gonna have to pick here.
Yeah.
He's gonna be the tiebreaker. And the Bernie girls have had a great season, moving up from 5A to 6A. They're very good. I've got to see them play.
Or from 4A to 5A.
Yeah, 4A to 5A, and Steve, I know you got to see them play too. They're talented, but I think Cedar Park just a little bit.
Yeah. I got Cedar Park here as well, advancing.
So Jefferson or MacArthur, the Fighting Canos.
Against my alma mater.
Oh shit.
I'm gonna go with
So is Rafa the other one?
I'm going with
Did the screen
going
come
with
out?
MacArthur.
Because I don't see the.
Yeah, you got.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah. There you go.
I
Let's sing my
think-
alma mater here.
I think the key to this, because like I said, I've seen both. Can the Jefferson defense hold up? One of the things I saw, especially the game, once I see them against Burbank. Burbank missed some really good opportunities, especially a couple of breakaways. Can if they allow that against Mac, that can come back and bite them in the butt. You know, if they keep it close, they have a chance. But I'm gonna give the edge to this one. I think the forwards a little bit more physical because I did see them. They did scrimmage. Like I said, there was a physical game, and I saw that game. I think Mac was a little more physical in that one. I think they have, if they, like I said, playing the ball behind them, I think they have actually finish.
Yeah, I'm gonna go MacArthur here.
Gregory Portland and Laredo Martin.
Gregory Portland.
McAllen Memorial or Brownsville Lopez.
Memorial.
Piper and Liberty Hill. Sneaky matchup.
Dang, that's tough. Because Piper's right there with like the Smiths and Valleys of this region.
And if you remember last year, 25 5A swept it. They swept all 14. Does 26 get some little revenge here?
Well, they played last year actually in the first round, and Liberty Hill won 1-0.
It was controversial, right? If I remember right.
And they were the 4 seed over the number 1 seed Piper.
So you know Piper's going to be gunning for them. But Liberty Hill had a big they did have a comeback tie against Peter Park. Back and forth game. So this is a tough matchup. Piper has to kind of set the tone on this. And get I think an early goal can really do wonders for them, and they're kind of honestly they're gonna blow them out just to kind of put the really come more. I'm gonna lean to Piper. I think they get some revenge, but it's gonna be a very close game.
Harry, it's up to you because I'm going Liberty Hill.
I'm going Piper. I just think 26 to be able to finish through that with only 2 losses and a draw sets them up very well for the playoffs. I'm not saying Liberty Hills, districts is any less, but I think just the revenge. I think Piper for our area is looking to go much further than they did last year for that here. So I'm going to go Piper. And then next one, McCallum and Edison.
McCullum. Seen them play. They got a great, 2 or 3 girls up top that can move the ball around. It's not just kickball for them.
Juarez Lincoln and Corpus Christi Ray.
I'm gonna go Ray.
I think this is Ray's first time in a long time for playoffs. Compared to District 30, it's not as competitive. So I'm going to give the edge to Corpus Christi.
Ed Couch Elsa, the Yellow Jackets versus McAllen Rowe, the Warrior. Now I got to take
Rowe.
Cedar Park versus the Fighting Canos. Some in Cedar Park.
Yeah, it's the end of the road for the Canos.
Oysterman.
in honor.
Gregory Portland or McAllen?
That's going to be a very good game.
That's going to be a really good game. Also depends where it's played as well. Gregory Portland in the Corpus area. But I'm going to go McAllen Memorial.
How far did Gregory Portland go last year?
That's what I was looking. They lost to they got to the third round and lost to McAllen, not Memorial, but McAllen. So, and then the year before, they actually faced against Memorial, and Memorial beat them 3-1.
This is going to be another little tighter game. I think.
Yeah.
So we went with Memorial.
Yep.
Piper and McCollum. So in Piper
Piper.
or Liberty Hill, whoever gets past the first one.
Yeah.
Ray or Rowe? Corpus Christi Ray or McAllen Rowe?
Row.
Then Cedar Park and McAllen Memorial.
Cedar Park for me.
It'll be a good game, but Cedar Park or
Piper or Rowe?
Piper.
So there's questions about Piper getting out of the first round, but smooth sailing past that. So I'm assuming they face Cedar Park.
Yeah, their first match is going to be that's going to be the tough part in the out of the first 3 rounds, in my opinion. That's just the way that the brackets are, but this round is actually where I have them falling out, and Cedar Park advancing to the to state semifinal.
Same for you, Rafa.
Yeah, it's going to be a good game. At Cedar Park just has.
And then, Coach, if you want to come back on and pick the states, you can if you're still there. If not, we will move forward. I'll add him on even though he's on mute.
So for Region 1 versus Region 2, I've got Region 2, Frisco Wakeland. I'm assuming Rafa would, because he's still mad about Argyle.
Argyle bust.
And then Region 3 versus Region 4, I'm going to go Region 4.
Yeah, I think
Cedar Park.
Cedar Park.
Yeah. That's going to be a good game for them.
Now, if it was Grapevine, I'm assuming we're going Grapevine, right? Over Frisco Wakeland.
Let's not go there again.
All right, what do we got?
Frisco Wakeland winning it again. Back to back.
Back to back.
Cedar Park in there, huh? I like it. Okay.
They did face each other, actually. So on January 17th, Wakeland won 4-2.
Yeah. And of course, there's so much more to a game than a scoreline, right? And both of these teams will be a lot better than the versions of what they were in January. But yeah, I think tough to go against El Cucuy, man. Tough to go.
So that's it. So for D1, we have Midlothian, and then Frisco Wakeland for D2. So
it's a sweep for Region 2 for the girls is what we have predicted.
Is that a shock? I don't think so.
No.
We've been we haven't gotten any same districts yet, though, right?
No.
Yeah. Okay. That's the one that I was talking with Rafa.
Out of the last 10 years, Region 2 girls for 5A, the champions come from Region 2. So Frisco Wakeland, 1, 2, 3 times, Wiley East once, Frisco Centennial once, and Dallas Highland Park twice. The other 2 state champions were Dripping Springs girls and Grapevine girls.
So moving to 5A, Division 1 for the boys. El Paso. Oh, I didn't cut that off well. 12-5-1, 6-4 versus El Paso Americas. Trailblazers 11-6-1, 8-4. Are we going Tigers or are we going Trailblazers?
One of the Americas.
I'm going Tigers. Harry, you might need to be the tiebreaker unless we wait for Coach.
I'll go Americas. Good job on the girls' side. Let's into the conversation. Let's go weekly. Thank you, sir. And moving on. Oh, go ahead. Lubbock, Monterey, Plainsmen, and Abilene Eagles. 18-0-2 for Monterey.
Plainsmen.
Yeah, they've had a really good season. Even last year, they had a good. So this is a team.
Aledo or North Richland Hills? We're still Aledo or bust.
Aledo.
Fort Worth, Pascal Panthers versus Burleson Centennial Spartans.
Ooh. Let's see. So 7 and 8. 8, 7, 8. So District 7 last year went 3-1 versus District 8. So I'm leaning towards Pascal.
Pasco.
Is that who we're rolling with? The purple paw from the Panther?
Oh man, splitting hairs here a little bit, but I give slight edge Centennial.
Rafa? Going with the Spartan or the Panther?
Yeah, I think I'll go with the Spartans. Kind of see what they've done. A little more quality.
El Dorado Aztecs or Chapin Huskies?
El Dorado.
Very good, yeah. Very good, very well coached El Dorado squad that was co-district champs with Bel Air. So look for them to do some damage here.
Wichita Falls Legacy versus Amarillo Caprock.
I'm going to go Caprock.
It's a sneaky game.
Yeah.
Real sneaky. Because
Yeah,
Legacy.
Yeah.
Because Legacy is.
Caprock, yeah.
Yeah, because Legacy with the merger, we don't know what talent went where. So did they get all the kids from Ryder who are here mixed in with Wichita Falls?
Correct. Right.
I'll go with Caprock on this one.
Coach James Giss said you could have state champs from the same district on the girls' side if Highland Park skipped by Midlothian in the regional final.
It's a big if.
So we went with Caprock.
Caprock, yeah.
Denton Broncos or Fort Worth Chisholm Trail Rangers.
I'm going to pick Denton.
Yeah. Excuse me.
Anyone got a Red Bull for y'all? No.
I need one.
Come on, Houston, Matt. You need to worry about fixing your damn Dynamo.
Nesio, Matt.
And the dash. While you're at it, Houston's just a mess, but, moving on. Joshua Owls or Fort Worth Arlington Heights Yellow Jackets. Say that 100 times.
Me. Give me Joshua.
Yeah.
Arlington Heights, because we've seen them play at the Alamo Heights tournament. They have some talent. I think This year, they didn't. I don't think they had as much firepower they had this year, so I'll lean with Josh. Josh will get by.
El Paso, America's Trailblazers versus Lubbock, Monterey Plainsmen.
I'm rolling with the Rafa RPI special.
We're still on the Aledo or Bust or Burleson Centennial Spartans.
I'm gonna go Alito.
Yeah, I think it's tough to not go Alito there.
El Dorado or Caprock? El Paso, Amarillo.
I like El Dorado here. Eldo. This is an interesting one.
I'm gonna go Caprock.
Rafa?
El Dorado.
This Denton Joshua, interesting here.
Denton Broncos versus Joshua Owls.
Denton.
Monterey or Aledo?
Monterey.
Yeah, I like Monterey to make that.
Monterey.
Yeah.
El Dorado, or do we say goodbye to the Broncos?
Whew.
I think this is where it might end for my friend Coach Oz out at Eldo.
That's a Denton.
I like Denton. Yeah.
Denton.
I think El Dorado wins this.
But 2-1 Denton goes through. And you still got to pick because you didn't say Denton or El Dorado or Bust. Monterey Plainsmen or Denton Broncos?
Monterey.
Monterey. I like Monterey. Yeah.
All right, bottom half. We're going to start out with Prosper Walnut Grove of the Wildcats versus the Lufkin Panthers.
Walnut Grove.
Walnut Grove, yeah. Special season for them.
Frisco Centennial versus Carrollton Turner Lions.
Centennial.
Dallas White and Dallas Brian Adams.
There you go.
Adams. No, I'm gonna go White Longhorns.
White?
Yeah.
Oh, wrong way. Midlothian or Lake Belton Broncos?
Midlothian, who was in Region 1 last year and moved now to Region 2.
Mount Pleasant and McKinley North in just a little matchup.
Give me my guys. I called this North team early, so we'll see how far they can go. But yeah, I like them here.
Yeah, McKinney North. They advanced pretty far last year.
Frisco Reedy, Frisco Heritage.
Reedy.
Yeah. North Mesquite or Dallas Hillcrest?
North Mesquite.
And then Red Oak and Killeen Chaparral Bobcat.
Red Oak.
I was going to say they should be through the bracket. Yeah. First round.
Prosper, Walnut Grove, or Frisco Centennial?
Walnut Grove.
Yeah, Walnut Grove.
Dallas White or Midlothian?
Midlothian.
McKinley North or Frisco Reedy?
McKinney North.
McKinney, yeah.
North Mesquite or Red Oak Hawk?
North Mesquite.
Mesquite, yeah.
Walnut Grove or Midlothian?
Ooh. Give me Walnut Grove.
Walnut Grove. Yeah, the tough.
Knocked off the camps.
What do you got, Rafa?
I think this is the end for the champ here.
Yeah, interesting.
So Walnut Grove,
Yes.
Yeah.
McKinley North, or North Mesquite?
Mm.
Give me McKinney. I like McKinney here still.
Yeah, it's still a good match, but McKinney North.
Walnut Grove. So you're going Wildcats or North Bulldogs?
Cat or a dog? I got one of each. Ooh.
I like another team that's just been pretty incredible. I foresee this state semifinal matchup here that looks pretty tasty. I like Walnut Grove here. End of the road
This
here
is
for
the third time. This will be
third time
this
they
will be
play.
the third time.
Yeah.
So McKinney North tied them the first time, 0-0 at Walnut Grove. They hosted them on March 4th, and they lost 2-1.
It's gonna be tight.
Damn. Yeah, I'll do Walnut Grove.
This one goes to overtime. Walnut Grove.
I don't think so.
Right. And again, all our listeners, thank you. I know we got over, what is that? I think over 1,400 strong listening to us live right now
1330.
on all our platforms. Yeah. Appreciate you guys. Thank you. Stay with us. Again, interact with us. Give us your comments. Yes, we can use some Red Bull. And comments, questions, ride with us. Continue. Helps us get through this as well. Helps us keep focused.
College Station or New Caney Porter Spartans? So Tigers or Spartans?
E&M Consolidated.
Beaumont Westbrook Bruins and the Galveston Ball Tornadoes, and I do love the tornado mascot.
A cool logo. But no, I'm going with the Bruins.
Not number one in this one. I'm going to go with, Westbrook.
Houston Westbury versus Victoria East.
Connecticut Huskies.
Yeah, Westbury.
Eastview versus McCallum.
Eastview. They're the Pirates or the Patriots?
The Patriots.
They're Patriots. Yeah, Patriots.
Patriots.
Same difference, right?
Pasadena Eagles or College Station Cougars.
College
Station.
College Station Cougars.
The Wildcats or the Raiders. Or it's not the Raiders. I think you said it was
The Rangers.
the Rangers. I have it adjusted on here, but
Rangers,
obviously I couldn't adjust it through there.
Yeah. So I think here, so having what they've overcome, right? My guy, Brian Heyman, just to having a win on the last game of the regular season to get in the playoffs. And this is a team, what do you say? 8 ties, I think is what he was saying total.
They got 7 according to Max Prep, 6 in district.
Yeah. So, and we know the accuracy of that. But 8 sophomores, 2 freshmen, I think is what he said. Still an extremely young squad that is really, by many accounts, has kind of already overachieved. I'm going to give slight edge here, Angleton.
Yeah.
Angleton.
But that Baytown Sterling, Baytown Sterling for next year, that's the team to keep an eye on and reading.
Yeah.
Victoria West or Houston Springwood?
Springwoods.
And Austin Anderson versus Pflugerville Hendrickson.
Yeah.
It's a toss-up.
This could be very but either way, because Hendrickson, not as like what talk girls, and Hendrickson does have. But
Not hearing you, Rafa.
can you hear me?
Yeah,
Not when you speak up.
I think it's better when you speak short sentences. You start going longer. It starts to break up, unfortunately. Yeah. So what do you got? Who you like here?
I'm going to go Pflugerville Hendrickson.
That's what I'm thinking. I'm leaning slight edge Hendrickson.
Yeah, I'll go with them.
Here we go. College Station A&M or Westbrook?
I'm gonna go College Station.
You go. Yeah.
College
Consolidated.
Station.
Consolidated. Yeah.
Westbury or Eastview Patriots, not Pirates?
Patriots.
Yeah.
Patriots.
Eastview.
Eastview.
College Station Cougars or Angleton?
I like Angleton here again.
Yeah. Give me Angleton.
Houston Springwoods or Pflugerville Hendrickson?
Springwoods.
Yeah.
You said Springwood. So then Tigers or Patriots?
I'm gonna go Eastview.
Really?
Yeah.
So that tells me that Kano's going the other way.
No, I'm in between. Tough one to call, I think. Given the
Pretty
district. Yeah,
evenly matched.
I know.
Well, those Austin teams are just they're pretty solid. You know, especially North
Yeah.
Austin. So
I could see that. I could see Eastview. Yeah.
the Pflugervilles, the Georgetowns, the Cedar Parks, that area is just
Yeah, I'll go with
Go with who?
I'll go with these. It'll be a close.
Eastview.
Eastview. Yeah.
And Angleton or Springwoods? Tigers or Wildcats? Rafa's got to hold up 1 for Angleton or 2 for Springwood. Because whenever he picks, it's like, nope, you ain't hearing it.
I'm gonna go Angleton.
What do you got, Rafa? Frown for Angleton, smile for
1 or 2.
Springwood.
1 or 2.
Yeah, I'll go Angleton.
That sounds good there. Like if you speak that like that comes through.
He's got to yell. He's going to get kicked out of the hotel.
That won't be his first time.
Georgetown Eastview Patriots or Angleton Wildcats?
Give me Eastview.
Yeah.
Oh, shoot. What happened?
Did it just skip the?
Oh, never mind. No.
No.
There we go.
Okay.
I forgot to move
All
it
right.
back over. Leander Glen or Smithson Valley?
Glenn.
Yeah,
Yeah.
tough one here, Glenn. Yeah.
Lanier or Legacy?
Ooh. So here's the thing. This is a very, very good, very technically sound Lanier squad, right? So Legacy is going to be in this game just because obviously they're a good team. They've played in a very solid district that's prepared them, and they're gelling. They're coming of age at the right time, having just the result they had recently versus Southwest. But they're going to be in this game just on. I mean, they got an all-world goalkeeper, right? They're going to be
This
in
game's
that
at
just because of that. And
game's
yeah,
at Legacy.
it's at Legacy too. Yeah.
Yeah, I got Legacy here. But yeah, Lanier's done some really good things this year.
Yeah. I think this just comes down to can Legacy score or how much can they score?
I will say, watching them against Jay after coming off that Southwest win, Jay took care of them. So I'm just, it could have just been an off day, rotation.
Yeah.
They didn't have anything to play for. Jay didn't really have anything to play for outside the last game.
Mm.
to me, if Lanier's been more solid, to me, like I said here, I would probably lean Lanier, but obviously I'm not the official for that here.
I've seen them twice. I've seen Lanier twice. They had that tie against Burbank, controversial goal. Then recently I saw him play
the referee.
And against Brackenridge, which that was a close one too. And that was a little back and forth, but they were able to find a way to win. But having a solid goalkeeper is going to win you games. I think
in the playoffs.
And I think they just have a higher ceiling. You know, if they're able to keep up with Southwest, then yeah, give me Legacy.
Yeah. And it's at Legacy. So
home field advantage.
Yeah, something to be said there. Yeah, I
beautiful campus too.
By the way,
nice campus.
Corpus Christi, Flower Bluff, and Mission Eagles.
Hornets, Flower Bluff.
The Rafa Special, McAllen Memorial, and Brownsville Rivera.
Rivera.
Interesting one, Piper and Lockhart.
Yeah, so I actually got to see Piper last week against Bernie, and it was a good match on both ends. But Piper has just got some athletes on their team, and they play really well. You know, they've got a striker up top, number 15, who just gets after it. Like, he challenges the back line every single play. And so I think he's a commit somewhere here in Texas, but yeah, so yeah, give me Piper here. Although you know, even though you know Lockhart's a big barbecue town, right? But yeah, give me Piper.
Yeah, Piper.
Yeah. Hour 57 minutes in before our first barbecue reference.
Say 2 hours.
That is definitely a record. Well done, gentlemen. Proud of you.
Southwest and Jefferson. I'm assuming this one we're going Southwest.
Esteban Federico special here. What do we? We'll let Steve go first.
TJ now Southwest. Even though my
we got you, man. Got
you. My alma mater is Jefferson Mustangs. Yeah, I'm going with Southwest.
Just think about your next pick for Southwest and Piper.
And Hadamio, right? He when he coached, he's from he played at Jefferson, so you know a little.
Yeah. Southwest is another. There's a handful of these identified schools, right, on both sides of the house, boys and girls, that they've just been on a mission, right? So how far do they go? Breaking through into new territory, but how far do they go? So Southwest is one of them.
Will Coach Jaramillo be at this game, though? That is the question. Yeah, Southwest.
Palmview or Veterans Memorial?
That's Memorial.
And Harlingen South and McAllen Row.
You know where my heart is.
Going Row, huh?
Yeah, this has actually been a good year for Harlingen South.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah.
My wife's alma mater, so Harlingen South.
All righty. Leander Glen and Southwest Legacy. I'm assuming Leander Glen.
Grizzlies. Yeah.
Don't let this kind of match go to a penalty shootout, though. I'll just say that.
Oh, right. Yeah.
Rivera, Flower Bluff.
Rivera.
I'm going to save the last one for their Veterans Memorial or Harlingen South.
Tease.
I like South here. I like
Harlingen. Yeah, give me Harlingen South.
All right. Piper, Southwest.
So where did they play this one?
Well, either at the Coliseum or
Homelander.
You think they flip?
Do they go a straight up flip? I don't know.
You should have asked the Southwest coach in the interview.
Yeah, we weren't going to do that. Coach Romero go that far out, second round.
I think this one plays at Homelander. Either Homeland or Ferris.
Blossom.
No, they'll be on turf. They won't play on.
Oh man.
I can only dream Toyota, but
That's where this match should be played, but they won't be.
yeah.
Wherever it's at, I'll probably be there. That's gonna be great. I mean, I don't know.
So for San Antonio, I can tell you on our show, Southwest fans have been state or bust.
Yeah.
If they lose in this round, and I don't think it's a disappointment, but they will be disappointed for that here.
Oh, no doubt. But I just, unlike you at Wembley with Newcastle, Harry, the fans can't join them on the field, So that's the thing. Yeah, we don't question.
Yeah, we
the
can.
fandom.
We saw a little kid race on the Toyota field, so if it can be
or
done there,
running on the field, hugging other team players and giving them shirts and stuff.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to say what I think everybody else is thinking. I just feel Piper, great, 2 well-coached squads, right? Great seasons. But I think Southwest is on a different level. I think Southwest is on a different level this year. Yeah, I like Southwest.
Rafa, who you got?
Yeah, Southwest. It'll be a competitive game, but Southwest.
I just think how Southwest passes the ball, how they cross the ball. It's for most teams that I've seen here, it's at a different level for that here.
So
Steve, I was gonna ask you, Steve, the style of play of Piper. Since you got to see them, how do you feel about that?
Possession with a purpose, not just possession. They really attack, and I just think that they have too much firepower offensively. I'm not sure if Southwest can contain them defensively for Southwest.
Mm-hmm.
So, and their forward number 15 is extremely strong, extremely fast, extremely accurate. And their midfielders are really good. Their back line and all this that I'm saying about them, it's the same thing with Southwest. Like it goes both ways. Southwest is just as, strong and accurate, but I don't know. Maybe it's because I saw Piper last. I'm kind of leaning towards them. Their opponent that I did see them against was against a tough Bernie team compared to when I saw Southwest. Is no offense, it was against Jay. Sorry, Harry.
What? Yeah.
And against MacArthur as well early in the season, where they took off in the second half.
They were tied in Texas.
Yeah, and they went off. It was like 8-1 or 7-1, something like that in the second half.
Mm-hmm.
But I like also the composure that Piper has as well. They're just like a well-oiled machine, and not only that, their goalkeeper's really solid as well. And they have depth.
Steve, you do realize that if you go off on this rant and then you still pick Southwest, it's like you just wasted all.
No, he's already said he's picking Piper.
I said I picked Piper, but this is going to be yeah.
Who do you think has the better bench? Who do you think has the better bench? Who's deeper?
Deeper, yeah, I think Piper is.
Yeah.
Ooh.
I mean, there is something. I mean, Steve. I mean, yeah. Not taking anything away. I think so. You're talking about in Region 4, right? Here's something to think about, right? On both sides of the house, you're talking about the potential Region 4 group of death, right? But you can also make that argument for 25? I think out of Austin,
25,
probably those 2, right? 1 and 1A,
Yep.
All right. But highly rated district in 26 versus in 28, maybe the most underrated district in Region 4. So there's something, but there's something to be said about what Piper had to go through, to win this, to get there. I could disappoint on that.
I saw Piper early, so and I've seen Southwest late. Like Steve, maybe that's influencing, but Southwest, they just rotate players in and out, and nothing changes.
System,
period.
Yeah, system.
It's the system.
And not only that, their passing is Southwest. I'm speaking of now is just so accurate. A lot of their balls are well weighted. And rolling. They don't really pop up here and there. It's just
Southwest was Piper back in December scrimmage. Southwest won 6-1, but anything could happen. But we believe
scrimmages don't mean anything because Southwest got scored on a 47 seconds Rivera.
But they ended up winning that though. But yeah, you don't know what they're working on.
Yeah, and you don't know what the coach is. If he's playing.
Yeah, scrimmages. Scrimmages is all about. I'm just saying from my coaching side, he didn't care about who won or this.
But yeah, to counter that. You put the same weight on the early season tournaments as well. You put some weight on there. So,
but if I'm playing a non-district game against like a Frisco Wakeland and all that, hey, I'm gonna give it my all because I know I'm gonna see a team like that playoff. Scrimmage wise, I'm more wanting to see what can they do, what they can't do, what combination of players do work as far as rotation and stuff. So I'm not worried about winning those. I can care less about that. I just want to see the schedule playing time. I want to see what rotation I can do, what you can't do, what system also works too. Because it's like with SAFC, like Yamosa changed the system from a 4-3-3 to 3-5-2. He's just testing it out, and that's
I got you.
So that's kind of how I see things when it comes to games like the scrimmages. Now non-district games like that,
but same thing in the showcases.
But non-district games, like I said, if you're gonna play a team like one of those high caliber teams, you're gonna bring it. But if you look at like a Central Catholic winning the state title, they went into that North Texas Showcase Elite, and that helped them out for that grind of that long caps.
So you guys do realize we have a whole other division to get to. Right?
What are you talking about? Division. Well, let's finish this one here. There was 2 for Southwest, right? Coach and Rafa?
Yeah,
correct.
Yeah, Southwest advanced.
So Leander Glenn and Brownsville Rivera. We've already got somebody that says Glenn getting back to state. Aaron Spence and Spencer, thank you for joining.
I got Glenn.
I like Glenn here. I like Glenn. Rafa, sorry.
Rafa, you going against your role? Never bet against Brownsville?
But this also can depend where the game's at, too.
Yeah.
And if they play him in Corpus, Rivera is familiar playing there. Kind of things, but I'll give the edge to Glenn on this one.
Yeah.
Then whoever wins between Piper and Southwest, we have Southwest going against Harlingen South.
Southwest.
Southwest.
For sure. Yeah.
Be a good little matchup, though. Yeah.
Yeah.
So then it sets up Southwest and Leander Glenn. This is the question Rafa's asked all year. Can Southwest get by Leander Glenn? And to be fair, can Piper get past Leander Glenn?
Rafa?
He's saying no.
I mean, who has the most pressure going into this game? Who has to deliver?
Southwest.
Yeah.
No. You think?
Yeah.
Southwest has never got this far.
Exactly.
What is the state? What is the state? State or bust?
That's the quote unquote self-induced pressure there, though.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Leander Glenn already got the state. There's no pressure on them.
Right.
And so they've been there, done that.
I know who I'm picking.
But this could also determine, site, and also how, Leander Glenn, how do they serve, that game versus Rivera? Does it take a lot from them from that game? Because they're going to get tested. Rivera's going to test them. Also Harlingen South. What is Harlingen South is an unknown. How much do they test Southwest? Who's going to be in better shape going into this?
Dude, you guys love to talk around Southwest without picking who they're playing.
But I think this year, I
already know that I already picked, as you saw, Leander Glenn, because I know that's where they're going.
But no, I think the mental focus is if they can just kind of take it one game at a time. I think Southwest can.
If
so Southwest, who are you picking? Who are you picking?
I'm picking Southwest.
Oh, you're picking Southwest. Oh, wow.
So if Southwest gets Piper, I got Southwest getting all the way. So I've got Southwest as well over Glenn.
Good.
And that's why it was just, Southwest Piper. Whoever wins that, to me, is going to win the region. And no disrespect to Glenn. They've been there. They've proved that. But to me, that bottom part of the bracket, that's, whoever wins that matchup in the second round. It's a shame it's got to be so early, but yeah, I got Southwest.
This is interesting, very interesting. It's Final Four here.
Yeah.
So this is D1. So Lubbock, Monterey, or Prosper, Walnut Grove.
Ooh.
Me the RPI special, man. Gonna ride with Walnut Grove here.
Yeah, Walnut Grove.
Southwest or Eastview Patriots?
Dragons.
And then you got Southwest hosting the trophy, or you got Walnut Grove hosting the trophy?
Rafa or Harry, cue the Boys to Men music.
For
Walnut
who?
Grove.
For Walnut Grove.
I'm going Walnut Grove.
I'm going Walnut Grove. The thing is, they haven't faced a Dallas area. They don't know. I don't think they've seen the speed of a Dallas.
Yeah.
And no disrespect. Walnut Grove's gone. They're gonna have. They're gonna get. I understand the South isn't gonna buy some stuff for that district. Pretty much got them really there. Even though this year, Southwest district was very underrated. There were some good teams too. There were some surprises too. I think Prosper Walnut Grove just has.
Rafa, I think Chief is controlling your mic, man. The moment you started going on Walnut Grove, I couldn't hear you anymore.
I was actually gonna pick Southwest for state. So.
Well, there's already 2 picks, so
I know. No, I know.
you lost.
But y'all never asked me.
Once you're not in the first 2, we're moving on, buddy. We got to get you out in 3 hours, under 3 hours. We got 45 minutes.
All right.
Burgess or the Valle Conquistadors?
Oof.
Burgess. Give me Burgess.
Yeah, Burgess.
Palo Duro Dons and Abilene Cooper Cougars.
I'm going with the Dons just on principle. How can you go against that logo?
Rough Riders or Grapevine?
Ooh.
Grapevine.
Yeah.
There we go with the Grapevine again. Fort Worth, Wyatt Chaparrals, and Mansville Summit Jaguars.
Rafa, what do you got? Rafa's been big on Wyatt.
Yeah.
Thanks for the bulletin board material.
North Texas Elite Showcase 2026.
Like, Chief, you're in the state title game. Come on.
North Texas Elite Showcase 2026.
Thank
Forward
you.
Wyatt.
Thank you for tuning
Forward
in, Chief.
Wyatt.
Appreciate it.
Wyatt.
Wyatt.
Yeah, they've been a great team this year. Like I said, they've surprised a lot of
Chiefs.
teams. So.
Chief's a great ambassador for the Southwest schools.
What was their slogan again? State or bust?
Yep.
That's what I've heard.
We got them to state.
There you go.
Bel Air or Andres?
Bel Air.
The first pin.
I'm just gonna say, Beller better come to play. That's all I'm gonna say. So,
Wichita Falls Memorial Mavericks versus Lubbock Cooper Pirates.
Memorial.
yeah, Memorial.
Argyle and White Settlement Brewer.
Argyle.
Everman or Fort Worth South Hills Scorpions.
Yeah.
Go Everman.
Oh, I guess the new kid on the block, Everman.
Yeah, because
Jeff, is that the Scorpions? The
logo, yeah.
It is, isn't it?
Yeah, they won't be rocking like a hurricane on Everman. So.
I was like, why does that look familiar? Yeah, I like it.
Also looks like the Raiders, kind of.
Yeah. I was like, why does that look familiar?
Like a hurricane.
Burgess and Paulo Duro.
That'll be a good game.
me the
One of our
dog.
I think
Burgess.
Burgess is going to win that. Burgess.
Yeah.
I think Burgess.
Grapevine and
Paulo Duro
Fort
seems
Worth.
to have the number on El Paso schools for some reason.
Because the mascot. They're the Dons.
It's got to be the Dons.
Grapevine or the Chaparrals?
White.
Bel Air or Wichita Falls Memorial?
Bel Air.
Yeah, I think so. I haven't quite made up my mind on this Beller squad, man, but yeah.
Argyle or Everman?
Argo.
Argo. Yeah.
Burgess or Wyatt?
I'm going Wyatt.
Wyatt.
Bel Air or Argyle?
I'll let
Bel
you
Air.
two go on this.
Bel Air.
I like Bel Air.
Then Bel Air or Wyatt?
Give me the new kid. Give me the Wyatt.
I think tradition comes in. The Bel Air.
Think so, huh?
Yeah,
Excuse
tradition.
me.
Like I said, been there, done that. I know great season for Wyatt, but Bel Air's got the history. They understand how getting this far, what it means and what it takes.
Yeah.
Not so much Wyatt yet, but I'm gonna give the edge to Bel Air.
Yeah, I'm just curious. I don't know. I mean, it could be interesting. The interesting thing, if Burgess kind of somehow breaks through, right? At least you'll have two El Paso schools playing each other in a regional final, and they don't have to travel to Fort Worth this year to play each other. So,
Well, would it be traveling to Fort Worth or would it be a neutral
No,
site?
it's a regional final. No, they'd be playing in El Paso. No, you remember it was a 4A last year. It was Riverside and
It was in San Eli. It was San Eli.
Was it San Eli? Yeah. So you had
They
two
played
El Paso
Wichita
teams
Falls.
playing in the regional final in that Northwest facility in Fort Worth.
Right, but with the regional finals now, they're more local, right? Or are they at a set site?
Correct. It would be, yeah. I mean, it would be a match in El Paso. Yeah.
Well, but even if it's Fort Worth and Bel Air.
No. Correct. Yeah. This one,
Okay.
what you're looking at here, I'm talking about if Burgess made it and you had all El Paso.
Yeah, would 100% be.
Yeah.
So you got to choose Bel Air or Wyatt. We're 1-1.
Oh, are we?
Yeah, I chose Wyatt.
Oh, okay. I thought you said Bel Air. Oh, no. I'll go
13 and 14 in the latest RPI.
Yeah, I know. I know.
With Wyatt being 13.
I'll go Bel Air. I'll go Bel Air.
Lovejoy and White House Wildcats.
Lovejoy.
Yeah.
Memorial or the Highland Park Scots?
Scots.
Dallas Jefferson Patriots and West Mesquite Wranglers, and I do love their logo there with the cowboy with the
That
Wrangler.
is pretty cool. Yeah, I'm going to go West Mesquite.
West Mesquite.
Why did I think West Mesquite was the big, like the antenna radar? Is that not also West Mesquite? Their logo? No, they're not. No, that's not. They're not Wranglers. No, never mind. It's another. It's got to be one of the Mesquites, though. I don't know which one it is.
Not the Skeeters, right?
No. I thought. Yeah, I'll look it up later.
Crandall Pirates and Waco University Trojans.
Waco U.
I'm gonna go Crandall here.
Rafa?
Yeah, I want to go Crandall. I think they.
Coteet Sucker says that it is West Mesquite.
Yeah, I'll go with Crandall. It'll be a tight game because Waco University do have some talent. That's last year.
So you went Crandall, 2 for Crandall.
But I'm gonna go with Crandall.
And coaches.
Jacksonville Fighting Indians and Greenville Lions.
Jacksonville.
Wakeland and Liberty. I'm assuming we're advancing Wakeland.
Kukui.
Yeah.
Just hit. Even hit it next on the next one too, automatically. Poteet with the coach in the thing here, so don't mess it up. Versus Dallas South Oak Cliff Bears. Not putting any pressure on you guys.
Poteet.
Yeah.
Good hint. Waco Lions and Corsicana Tigers.
Waco.
All righty, now we get to the fun part. Add this. Lucas Lovejoy and Highland Park.
HP. Gotta go HP here.
Yeah.
The Wranglers from West Mesquite versus the Pirates of Crandall.
I think West Mesquite.
West Mesquite.
Frisco Wakeland
Yes.
over Jacksonville.
Yeah.
Poteet or Waco Lions.
Mesquite Poteet.
I think Poteet, yeah.
Highland Park or West Mesquite Wranglers.
I'm gonna say West Mesquite because they got all the way to the region final against Wakeland last year, and they took Wakeland.
Yeah.
It was 1-0. Wakeland won. So
I think that's a bridge too far. I think I like Highland Park here.
Rafa?
Yeah, I want
Highland Park?
Yeah.
Frisco Wakeland, the Wolverines versus Mesquite Poteet Pirates.
Wakeland.
Tough one. End of the line for the Pirates. Yeah, great. They're going up against El Cucuy. No shame against going up against El Cucuy, but I think Frisco Wakeland.
And then Highland Park versus Wakeland.
Trilogy. So they split this year. Wakeland won at Highland Park 2-0. But then Highland Park returned the favor and won
2-1. 2-1. Man.
I'm gonna go Wakeland.
100 minutes plus penalties is what you're saying. Potentially here. Yeah, it's tough. It's very. I got to lean El Cucuy, man.
Been there, done that. So yeah, Wakeland.
Lake Creek Lions versus Dayton Broncos.
Creek.
PNG versus Alvin Iowa Colony Pioneers.
PNG.
Houston Sharpston versus Richmond Randall. I will give Sharpston credit for their busy logo here.
Gotta go with the Apollo.
Apollos.
All right. This is the Carolina Panthers, Chicago Bears, Pflugerville Conley Cougars versus Bastrop Bears.
So Bastrop is getting they're starting to bring their community up and with club soccer, and as you can see here, they got a decent record. That being said,
I was
good old
Hey,
man. He can't help
hey,
it.
they don't have Google Fiber here in Laredo. Sorry, dude. They haven't come here.
I'm gonna go with a slight upset here with Bastrop, or a big upset actually.
Bastrop.
Yeah, Bastrop.
I was waiting for the barbecue reference somewhere in there, Steve-O. So
No, that they don't really have
no barbecue in that
not
area?
in their
I
town.
thought you said Bastrop, yeah.
No, not in their town.
Matt,
Yeah, they do have a
give Rafa a break, man. All right, it's that cricket phone plan.
Pflugerville's got
Things are tough.
Brotherton's barbecue up there.
Yeah.
Conley was our favorite last year to win it, but
Yeah.
they got upset. I think in round
Early,
3, I
right?
believe.
Yeah.
And they lost, but they lost a lot of that talent, man.
A lot
Obviously.
of time, yeah.
Obviously. I'm all right with Steve-O on this. I think I like Bastrop too.
Yeah, I think this could be your one of your upsets.
Don't use 2 NFL logos. Got it. Humboldt Kingwood Park versus Bryan Reuter Rangers.
Humble Kingwood Park.
I'm gonna go K Park, yeah.
Friendswood and Port Arthur Memorial.
I'm gonna go Friendswood.
It's interesting.
Hesitation there, coach, or
Yeah, what do you got, Rafa? I'll go third if I need to.
I'm going because Friendswood, like I said, kind of like Rose the boys. They've always had this year. Now they did finish second in district with 5 ties, so they have played some quality teams. So I'm gonna lean a little bit to Friendswood. This will be
Okay.
so Friendswood. Rosenberg Terry, the Rangers against Houston Waltrip.
Terry.
The RPI special here. Yeah.
I think they won last. They went deep last year.
Yeah.
Austin Lassa versus Georgetown Eagles.
Lassa.
Hey, Rafa, what is Lassa again? I always forget it.
It's liberal arts science academy.
Science Academy.
Okay. I always forget that one.
Delete that one. Add that one. Montgomery Creek Lions versus P&G, the Indians.
PNG.
Yeah.
P&G.
Mhm.
Sharpston or Bastrop?
Look at this matchup here.
That's it. A lot of people don't know Sharpstown is a very multicultural.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Sharpston.
So, but they've had it. Like I said, they're one of those programs that not a lot of people know about. They've always had some teams.
Mm-hmm. So this sets up our next one is a classic matchup here. Right.
Yeah.
Kingwood Park, K Park, and Friendswood.
K Park.
Yeah.
Terry and Austin Lassa. Lassa went deep last year, right? If memory serves me right, or I know they got past the first round.
Was that them? I thought it was Achieve. But I think
No, Lassa. There was one year Lassa did kind of go deep. I think it was 2 years ago.
Oh, 2 years ago.
Yeah.
Terry. I go Terry. Yeah, Terry's been on a different level.
Yeah, Terry.
PNG or Houston Sharpston?
There we go. PNG.
PNG.
Is that both PNGs making the regional final? Is that what we got?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
This is going to be probably the best game in Houston. Are they?
Kingwood Park and Rosenberg.
Yeah. All right, Rafa, I'll let you go first with the RPI special here. What do you got?
I'm gonna go with Terry. Like I said, they went deep last year. I think they're gonna. It'll be a close one, but
Yeah, I got Rosenberg Terry as well.
Yeah.
And then to join the state, PNG or Rosenberg Terry?
Give me Terry.
So before I hop out, Harry, for Region 4, that's interesting. Beller and Wakeland, that's the rematch. That'll be a rematch of the 2019 final where Beller won their only state title. So that'll be an interesting matchup. So Wakeland, historically, El Cucuy, has a tough time with El Paso schools historically.
Well, are you going to come back on for the?
Yeah. I'll hop on once
state?
I see that you guys are done. I'll jump back on. So, all right. See you guys in a bit.
So. So we went with Terry.
Terry, yeah.
Cedar Park and Alamo Heights. Alamo Heights moving up from 4A to 5. No, that's great. They just switched divisions. Switched districts. Cedar Park and Alamo Heights.
So kind of a what seems like a down year for Heights, but like you mentioned, Harry, they moved districts, so they got placed in the group of death. So they're battle tested. But I'm gonna go Cedar Park here over the Mules.
Edison and Harlandale. I will say Harlandale is one of those teams. If they're on, they're very good. The issue is just they're not consistent.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Edison here.
I think I'm gonna go with Harlandale. I think if they get kind of what I saw with that game against get in a groove, they're very hard to stop on their attack.
They have a good goalkeeper, and they have speed on the outside. So
they really hit you on the way. I'm leaning towards Harlandale.
And it'll be at Alamo Stadium.
But to me, it just depends on which Harlandale team shows up. They're my sleeper pick that I've been saying for a couple weeks here. But
that's my dad's alma mater.
I don't see him getting by Cedar Park though for that here. Corpus Christi Carroll or La Jolla. Whereas Lincoln, pardon.
This has been a down year for La Jolla, honestly. But I wouldn't count them out yet. Carroll, great year, kind of bounced back because they've been struggling the last few years. Might be a little struggle for them, especially they're playing a different style. But I think Carroll. For me, I think Carroll will get. I think they get by. It'll be a close one, but
yeah, I'll go Carroll as well.
Sherryland or Brownsville Porter.
Switch it to the next screen, Harry.
Oh, sorry, I'm looking at it. I'm like, what are you talking about? Oh, never. We're still here. Sherryland Rattlers or Brownsville Porter.
And this is a tough first round match.
You got two teams that won state titles.
Yeah. Porter's won twice.
06 and 16. So next year, watch out.
Yeah. Yeah, right.
I don't know where this game's gonna be played at.
Maybe in Harlingen.
I can tell you here. This is 5A, right?
Yeah.
Thursday, 6 p.m. at Cabinet Complex East Side.
Really?
In Corpus?
What RGV Soccer Scores is reporting.
That doesn't
make
and Sherryland at versus Brownsville Porter, Sherryland. No, pardon me, stand corrected. That was Carroll and Wars Lincoln. Sherryland, Brownsville Porter, 7 p.m. at Brownsville Porter High School. So Brownsville's hosting. Sorry.
Oh, they're going into the den, and I'm gonna tell you this: if you ever been, I don't know if you ever been to a Brownsville game down there, the fans show up, and it is very intimidating, especially the. I'm gonna give the edge of Porter because the game's that.
Yeah. Yeah, I was actually gonna pick Sherryland, but once you told me the location, then I'm switching to Porter.
Never go against Brownsville and Brownsville.
Now, had it been Sherryland and somebody else, I would have picked Sherryland. But had it been that maybe a neutral site, I think I would have leaned to Sherryland.
Bernie moved up from 4A to 5A, and Liberty Hill.
I'm going to go Bernie, and again, our condolences to the
Strong family.
Strong family. Yeah, Bernie. I'm gonna go with the Greyhounds here.
This will be a tough task for them, but I think Bernie gets the win.
MacArthur and Burbank.
We've seen both play, right, Rafa?
Mm-hmm. If Mac is not too careful, if they take this going this lightly, Burbank can sneak up on.
Yeah, Burbank has got some attack-minded players that just they don't let up.
They have a good counter. They have a good counter attack. Just when I watched them play against Amir, they kind of went toe to toe with them. But this game, I think it's gonna be at at Back West, I believe.
It is, yeah.
So I'll give the edge to Mac because I guess the Burbank hasn't really played on grass yet, so Mac might have an advantage on that a bit there. And I think also Back West it's a lot wider field than people know. You ever played there? It's a lot wider field than the football. So I'm
going with Burbank actually.
I'm going with Mac.
Dang, that puts me on the hot seat. I'm friends with Coach, but I like the logo. Coach likes Real Madrid. I'm gonna go with MacArthur for that here. Like I said here, but it'll be close. It'll be tight. I think if AJ was here, he would say MacArthur. Laredo, Nixon, and Gregory, Portland at Nixon High School. Since I have the page up.
Yeah, Nixon.
I got to see Nixon play. They're a talented team. They took away the title away from Waters Lincoln. Congrats to them. They haven't won a title since 2005. So I'm gonna give the edge to Nixon.
So Brownsville Lopez hosting Sherryland Pioneer Diamondbacks for that here because it is at Brownsville Lopez High School. So sounds like Sherryland lost the coin flips each one. I know there's a lot of drama going on. Do we need to start something about the coin flips? Since both Sherryland schools lost, I'm just
let's not go down that rabbit hole.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go Lopez.
My two nephews go to Lopez. They play football. Yeah, Lopez and a coach's fellow. So they have they're
so
the
Lopez.
So yeah, Lopez.
And they're on a mission after some little funny business, alleged funny business that they were able to clean up as well. So. All right, so Cedar Park and Harlandale. I'm assuming Cedar Park.
Cedar Park.
And if it's Cedar Park and Edison, I'm assuming it's still Cedar Park. Carroll or Porter?
Porter.
Does it matter where that game's played?
I think they may either flip home and home or they're playing Kingsville or Alice.
Greyhounds and MacArthur Brahmas.
You go Greyhounds here.
Rafa?
I agree.
Nixon or Lopez? I'm assuming Lopez.
Yeah, Lopez.
Lopez.
Cedar Park or Brownsville? Porter.
Ooh.
Cedar Park's gonna have their hands full. I'm gonna lean into
Porter.
Bernie or Brownsville Lopez? And I'm gonna just bring this up here. When what was it? Marble Falls moved up They did very well that first year. I think they went to the state, right? If memory serves me right.
Mhm.
They shocked everybody, and Bernie do the same.
But Bernie went to the final last year.
Dripping Springs?
Or Dripping Springs, yeah, Dripping Springs.
Yeah.
Pardon, Dripping Springs.
Yeah, but
There's no.
this is Lopez.
No.
Lopez. Yeah.
Lopez.
So, Battle of Brownsville.
Lopez.
At the sports park. Yeah, it's gonna be Lopez.
With Roth in the middle refereeing. Let's see if he wants to come back on. He's able to. Bel Air or Frisco Wakeland.
Well, the good thing is El Paso doesn't have to go all the way to Dallas.
Let me guess. A Brownsville school was picked.
You got that right.
That was the only choice.
Yeah. I know. All right.
Whew. Well, coach says that Frisco always has trouble with El Paso teams.
Yeah, I think this is Cue the Boys to Men music though for my alma mater. I think it's Bridge Too Far versus El Cucuy. So yeah, I think I got Wakeland here.
Wakeland.
Lopez or Terry?
Man, that'll be a great match. Maybe in San Antonio. Who knows?
Mm-hmm. Or it could be in Corpus.
Hopefully it's not.
San Antonio, like Steve said.
I'm gonna lean Lopez. I think with the whole controversy and all that, I think that's, you don't want to pick them off. I think they have a little chip on the shoulder after that.
So you're throwing the RPI out.
Well, they're both in the RPI, so.
Okay.
There's 4 teams right there from the RPIs right there.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, give me Lopez as well.
So, Frisco Wakeland or Brownsville Lopez?
Number 6 for 7 in the RPI. Whew.
After the disappointment from last year for Wakeland losing to Brooklyn, I think these guys are focused. Yeah. I think this is going to be a great game, but I think Frisco just has a little more
juice.
Yeah.
Yeah, Frisco Wakeland.
Yeah, I think stylistically that'll be a fun match just to watch. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So that's a quick clean sweep for Region 2 for all 4.
And 2 Region 4 teams.
1 and 2
for the boys, but they come up short.
Yeah.
Got 30 minutes to spare, man.
Yeah.
Look at us.
Well, you guys said, hey, put the foot down, and after our discussion,
the barbecue.
Cue the Paul Rudd.
About a team that hasn't won 3 games, and we're saying they're going to win 4.
Yeah, the Grapevine one came out of nowhere. Hey, we're gonna look. We're gonna look
Steve
cool.
Shut it down.
If it comes to fruition, then we're gonna look cool. So.
Or we're gonna look like idiots if they lose on the first round.
Yeah, you guys are.
We've been called worse.
Right. Yeah.
Well, we had one go out. I want to say first round last year, right? One of your final 4 picks, I think, got upset for their.
That doesn't surprise me.
It's coming. You just can't. There's no way you can tell which one.
Yes, Matt. Liverpool and Draw Madrid. So and an El Paso locomotive flag back there. So.
Got to share
their uniforms.
Got to share the wealth there.
Last weekend, the locos.
Got to share the wealth. Yeah, you hadn't seen those before, the graffiti specials?
No.
Thank you for turning in, Michael.
Yeah, Coach Strong.
Thank you.
With you, buddy.
And thoughts and prayers to your family.
Yeah. Thank you to our over 1,600 strong listening to us right now. Really appreciate you guys. Thank you, everybody. It's fun, man. Day two in the books with half an hour more efficient than yesterday. We were, what was it, hour and 57 minutes in before our first barbecue reference. Proud of you guys. Now we could just get Steve to change jerseys, but we'll work on that one. So Rafa's got the McDonald's wife. What do you say, McDonald's wife?
McDonald's Wi-Fi.
Oh yeah. So
Well, he doesn't even have that because he mentioned the hotel Wi-Fi is down, so he's using a hotspot.
I think it's up now. Because I have my
you
fire
on-
stick on.
you been on your hotspot this whole time?
Yeah, I'm in my hotspot right there.
Yeah.
Hey, Coach Coach Connor, you're getting called that you're getting lazy because I know
Yeah,
he's not talking about Rafa, working hard down in Laredo.
Yeah. I give Coach Strong some love, and then he returns it with talking smack. Yeah,
Give it right back. Yeah.
you gotta love that. So you've been on your hotspot this whole time, Rafa?
Mm-hmm.
Are you really? Wow. So thoughts after day 2? 2 days in the books, looking at 4A, 5A, anything? What do you guys think?
Just the first round matchups. There's a lot of, especially on the girls' side.
Yeah.
So really, first and second round could kind of tip the scale. Who could actually end up winning the region?
Yeah, and I think the grapevine piece that got away from us too. I think it just speaks to the volume of where we're at with 5A. I think just 5A is just loaded.
It's wide open.
Yeah, loaded. And I mean, it's been great. And Steve,
So
go ahead.
Here's my key point is, and I'll use Southwest and Piper, but there's several of these in each one of these brackets. There is 1 or 2 games that it's a 50-50 coin flip, and you could see either team going on a run from that. It's just that close for that here.
Sorry, we ring the air horn whenever there's a 50-50 reference. So, the Steve-O, what do you got on your? Are you thinking rice birds again? What's on your? You're quiet over there.
No, I'm just kind of, it's not surprising to see, all 4 champions that we picked for 5A boys and girls. All of them are coming out of Region 2. And that's not surprising because of the fact that, you've got the Friscos, the Dallas Highland Parks, the McKinneys kind of coming out of that region. So on the boys and girls side. So, now it's looking like, Prosper, Midlothian, and of course the Cook Boys. But some of the other thing is, some of the Final Fours that we selected, like for instance, 5A girls, with Colleyville Heritage, Midlothian, College Station, A&M Consolidated, and Leander Rouse. I mean, if that actually comes up, those are games that, even if you're not a relative or anything like that, those are games that should be attended at state. A lot of us have been up there, and it's just a great environment. But yeah, no, it's. I thought it was kind of neat to see that, and some of the matchups that we picked. It's going to be interesting to see how all of this turns out. Mm-hmm. So, but yeah, no, it was fun again. And we got one more night of this, and then it's off to soccer games on Thursday and Friday.
Yeah.
And a trip to Clean for me, thanks to AJ. Not calling you out, buddy.
Does he got a club game? What are you talking?
Yeah. Well, he signed up for a rep the Gooners from Craneville. He signed up to be on a second club team. They needed some additional players.
Oh, he's guest playing.
Gotcha. He voluntold us, he volunteered without telling me until I got a little message saying, "So you're going to Colleen on Sunday?" And I'm like, "What? What are you talking about?"
Yeah.
I don't know if he realizes it's a 3.5 hour drive, but he probably just
No,
thought
he does because we've done it a couple times.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, good luck on that.
Yeah.
Don't be lazy, like Coach Strong says. Go
Yeah.
take your kid to a game.
Hit the back road.
Yeah. Rafa, any final thoughts as we you might have to, like, I don't know. Can you blink it or yell it? I don't know. Can you yell it?
Can you hear me? Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll just, like I said, that you can tell the quality of soccer 5A. I think it's even better than it was last year. We have your usual suspects, but you're starting to see like your OD Wyatt team.
Yeah.
Your Lubbock Monterey. That's another team. Even the girls' side, it's with Amarillo. It's you can see the quality is getting better, not only in the urban areas, but also the rural areas. I think a lot of them starting to realize, we got the off season makes a difference. And I know Steve mentioned about Bastrop, how Bastrop's getting better. He mentioned last time Floresville. This community's establishing soccer programs. Even like when we talked to the coach from Gonzalez, it's making a difference for a lot of these programs, and especially they're trying to catch up. Like I said, they're trying to catch up to the Dallas area teams. They've been the focus, especially region 2, region 1, region 2. So, but it's great to see some of these teams starting to make their moves now. And like I said, it's just going to get better.
Yeah. Good deal. Awesome. My final thoughts. Great 2 days in the books. Love this. Love doing this show with you guys. Can't believe it's been 5 years, man. 5 years, and what it's become. But more importantly, just watching just the listeners, the supporters. Really grateful for you guys. Kind of today, as I mentioned, if you weren't with us in the beginning of the show, this show kind of, or not the show, but the day kind of took a sudden turn for me. Good day, great day. Got a lot of stuff done. Great day of training, and was a little frustrated with my squad, but a good kind of frustrated, right? Not a bad frustrated. Coming off the pitch after training, and then see a message from Coach Strong about the passing of his father, Tom Strong, and just kind of put things in perspective for me really quick, and just kind of change things. And so the big thing, like I said, going to kind of bring it back to one of the things I said in our recent episodes of Inside Texas High School Soccer. Enjoy the moment, be in the moment, right? Doesn't matter what, D1, D2, 1 seed, 2 seed, whatever, no matter what your record is. There's only 64 teams playing in each of these respective divisions, classifications. So the fact that you get to play, enjoy it, be in the moment, and no matter what the score is, just enjoy your teammates, enjoy your family, enjoy the experience of being part of the state playoffs, because it's very different, and it's a good kind of different. It's the best time of the year, and like I said, I'm looking forward, from my perspective personally as a father, right, being able to have the joy, the luxury, the privilege of being able to coach my daughter as a senior, as she, each and every game could be her potential last game now too. So really trying to relish that as well. So to all of you listening after 2 days, 4A and 5A in the books, thank you. Really appreciate you guys, and ride with us for one more 6A. 6A is going to be lots of fireworks tomorrow. Looking forward to it.
A lot of fun.
So So thank you. Thank you to all of you, and big shout out, condolences again, or not a shout out, but condolences to not only, Coach Strong, his family, Strong family, but that Bernie Greyhound program as well. So wishing you guys all the best.
So my final thought, and then we'll get out of here, is I want to say thank you to our families. And this goes for coaches and stuff. I know I've been kind of MIA from the family for the last few days getting this together, and my wife has stepped up, my daughter stepped up, and my son's stepped up, kind of leaving me alone and doing errands that I normally do. And I know that goes for coaches and parents as well, for the playoff seasons and clubs along those lines. So just thank you to the families, to the mom, dads, brothers, sisters that may not be playing or may not be on the sideline, but maybe supporting, from the stands or supporting behind the scenes that we never see just because they're, carrying the weight that during season that we may not be able to carry. So do thank the families for that here. Monica, Anna, AJ, thank you so much for here. I know I told you, hey, it's for these 3 days. I'm here, but I'm not here type things. So thank you.
Well, AJ rewarded you. Your tariff is the trip to Colleen, man. That's
Well, Dad's not here to ask, so we're just
Yeah,
gonna say yes.
He wasn't gonna let you get off scot free. Yeah.
So, but thank you to everybody for tuning in. Please like and subscribe. I know Coach Connor's mentioned that to our YouTube page, SA Soccer Roundtable, of the 50/50. Also, if you can, I know these are 3-hour shows. If you can, at least put it on autoplay and turn down the volume and have it in the back on your podcast of choice. That definitely helps as well here. So thank you for everybody. What's life without goals? We're out of here.